If you're new, please do consider liking, sharing, and definitely subscribing to the platform. So as you saw by the title, we're going to congratulate all the qualifiers through the just concluded Concacaf Youth 17s men's qualifiers. And then in the same video, I'm going to do a ranking system. Now we have seen all of the teams played, and definitely I'm going to put metrics in it as well. So if you like what we do, please drop your thoughts in the comment section. Give your ranking system and everything. I think we actually left off the last video like that, and I said I'm going to watch as much other games, and then I put my list together. So here I am, and then tomorrow now I have the separate video for just Jamaica alone, where in which I told you that I'm going to come back and also talk on what the coach said, which the coach pretty much said the exact thing I told you he was going to say. So I have a beating for all of those individuals, but I'm going to reserve that for tomorrow. So for the beating show, that will be tomorrow, and I'm going to dust them out. So if you want to hear me dust them out, definitely turn up tomorrow, and I'm going to have the stats on the screen so we can have that conversation. All right, we have Stex in the building. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. We have Michael Gardner. Lee Young said, Brethren, you need a separate congrats video for Jamaica. Okay. Oh, you never listened. You never listened. Okay, you never listened. All right. Yes, you never listened. Okay. At least you listened this time. But you're going to be in the beating as well. Lee Young, don't worry yourself. We are coming for you. So anyways, let me try pull it up for you so we can put everything together. 1 second. Leon coming. I literally did a Jamaican video by itself, and the man said I need to have a separate Jamaican video when I just told him I am going to do a separate Jamaica video. All right, we have our brother Artelov in the building. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Yes, so anyways, coming in, these are the top ranked teams. Mexico, number 1. United States, number 2. Canada, number 3. Panama, number 4. Honduras, number 5. Costa Rica, number 6. Haiti, number 7. El Salvador, number 8. Nicaragua, number 9. Puerto Rico, number 10. Jamaica, number 11. Bermuda, number 12. Bermuda is ranked high. Dominican Republic, number 13, which I think will rank higher. Guatemala, number 14. Trinidad and Tobago, number 15. And Curacao, number 16. Cuba, number 17. Guyana, number 18. Aruba, number 19, which I think is a good team. They are rising. Barbados also will jump, number 20. British Virgin Island, number 22, because Guadeloupe is scratched off. St. Vincent, number 23. Antigua, number 24. Belize, number 25. Cayman Island, number 26. St. Martin, number 29th. Suriname scratched off because they did not participate. Anguilla, number 31st. And Turks, number 32nd. St. Vincent, number 33rd. Grenada, number 34th. Number 36, Dominica. And St. Martin, number 38. All right. All right. So that is what... we're getting people. We're just roll out your questions. We're going to get to it. We're just trying to set the stage so people at least have all the information. And if you're from anywhere, you can get some information from here because that's what we do. So Group A. Let me read it out. Seems as if a lot of people never know what took place. All right. So you had 5 pots to make sure you line out the teams in groups. All right, so number 1 pot has the top 8 teams, which is Mexico, United States, Canada, Panama, Honduras, Costa Rica, Haiti, and El Salvador. All right, so that's why you had the 8 groups spread across with those teams. Whether or not they came out victorious, it was still the case. All right, yes, so let me move on. Let me continue here. So based on that, no, before we go, they said the tournament was played from, round robin. So that's the style. So Group A, you had Mexico. I'm going to go through it, give you my take on it. You had Mexico, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Martin, and St. Martin. Those are the 5 teams that played. This is how it actually finishes, because it's only top teams alone go through. Number one only. So 8 qualification spots and 8 of them qualified. Period. Nothing else. All right. So Mexico finished first. 4 out of 4. I actually thought that they gradually finished second on my best performing team. They won all 4 games, but I don't think this group was as hard. Why I will put Mexico second on my list. I don't think Mexico had any challenges in this group. They could have rotated players and they are dominant on possession. So yes, but it's only a top team qualified for the group, regardless of which way CONCACAF does it. Yes, I put Mexico at second. People could easily put Mexico first as the best playing team there because they are the best capable team in our region, and it's full time. We start giving them credit. All right, that is Mexico. Talented footballers, very educated footballers, yes, and they have talent for days. I know that United States spending a lot of money to build their talents. I think Mexico is just genuinely better than everybody in this region at football, period. They are just better at football. I don't know how, I don't know why. Obviously, why? Because they choose more technical sides of football, and technical sides of football give you a much more balance in your efficiency, and efficiency counts more than everything else. So that's why they are the best, but I don't know how they gradually get to this standard when this standard was not hyped as the best level of football. I've never learned, I never knew any era since I was born, which is a long time now. CONCACAF was rated high, and Mexico have always been a highly rated football team in world football since day one. So even when CONCACAF wasn't good at all and always never good, Mexico was always good. So if you put Mexico at first, I have no problem. But because we expect so much from them and this group was weaker, we never got to see the true test. Because I thought that Trinidad would have came out and be better. Yes, you guys are going to look at, why are JD saying that? And Trinidad play 2-1 with them. No, people. It's a rotation. They qualified before the game even started. They qualified before the game started because they couldn't be catched by goal difference. They could have started 10 players. Trinidad couldn't give them 10 love. So they would have already qualified. So that makes them rotate players. And they still dominate the game even with the rotation of players. So that's how good Mexico is. You understand me? Yes, so Mexico, they were the best team in my opinion, but they never got a chance to show that they are the best team because in the group was poor. We expected more from Trinidad, and Trinidad gave us nothing at all, nothing whatsoever. Trinidad was an extreme disappointment. I saw people saying the same. Trinidad was an extreme disappointment. Extreme disappointment. I expected much better from them. Let me give you some metrics. Here so you guys could know about the game last night, because maybe you saw the 2-1 and thought that was a competitive game. No, it ain't. It wasn't a competitive game at all. I thought that they were far superior. Over Trinidad. Trinidad never on the same page as Mexico. That game could have ended 55-0. In that same game, they had even worse possession than Jamaica. They had like 24% possession in the game with a weakened Mexico team, and they still had way worse possession. So imagine what the real Mexican team would have done to them. You understand me? So Mexico kind of cheated me out of them giving Trinidad 6 love, because their better team would have given Trinidad 6 love with relative ease, even with them dominating the game like that. So give me a second. I'm trying to get the stats up for you so you can I can give you it right here. 1 second. Just so, because we're going to talk on everything. Don't worry yourself. Whatever you want to talk on, you just give me a little time. We're going to get to it because we're finishing up every group. So we can give everyone respect. Remember, I'm the CONCACAF boss for a reason, because I focus on CONCACAF, not any individual team to over glorify, even when they don't deserve it. Most of the times, I can't feel comfortable at those things. So I am the CONCACAF man for that reason. So Mexico, I will get back to it. Let me change over here to give you. Let me give you it here right here. So Mexico, 1 second, Concacaf. Let me get the Concacaf right here. So all right, so this is good now. We got all of the games and all of the groups. That is better. All right, so let me give you the Mexico one. Mexico. All right, so this should be the Mexican one. Little Yardy. Oh yeah. Someone said they had a group with 3. Yes, we had a group with 3. 1 second. Let me get to the Mexican one. All right. So group 8 is Group 8 is people. So let me go to the Mexico Trinidad game, and I can give you the numbers here. All right. So these are the numbers for the Trinidad Mexico game. All right. So this is the stats on the screen. So possession 24% Mexico. Yeah, 24% Trinidad, 76% Mexico. And out of that 24%, Trinidad had 3 shots comparative to 23. On target, 11 to 1. And the 1 was the penalty. So they never actually have a shot on target, period, in the game. All right, yes, and they never really got into any positions to have a shot, to be fair. They never really had that luxury. They had some little half chances around 30, 25 yards, and then they tried to get anxiety pretty much and kick the ball hard. I guess that's a Caribbean thing of really playing some low quality football, and just pride themselves on athleticism, but not so much footballing intelligence. You understand me? Because all along I saw them, they were passing 400 passes in all the other games, but they never even got close to that. Let me give you their numbers before we get. Let me just give you the numbers. Yes, the numbers, so you can get the amount of passes that they used. All right. All right, so they had 170 passes. So from 400 passes per game to 170 passes. 170, literally 170 passes. And out of that 170, it was 49%. So you look at that, you have to cut it in half. So that means you're just seeing the shy of 80 plus passes in the game. 85, 80, 86, and you can't have half passes. So 85, 84 to 86 passes you're looking at to complete it. All right, so that's not good at all. In one full 90 minutes, you have 86 passes. That is not good at all. So that's what's up for Mexico. Mexico gets second on my list because of the lack of competition. I'm just trying to explain myself why I gave them second, but you could easily give them first because they have the quality to be first. And based on their ability on the field, they never had to play at 90% in none of their games. I think Barbados gave them their best fight. Barbados gave their best fight and looked like they could have caused some problems, but they weren't up to it. They weren't up to it at all. All right. So, anyways, now we have B. Group B had Panama, which I thought that was one of the impressive team. I'm going to move Panama down to 3rd position. I thought that Panama was gradually got better and dominant as the competition goes on. Nicaragua definitely played hard. Nicaragua played hard, but Panama showcased that they still have a level of gear to go. All right. And they are having good development. So big up to Panama. So Panama gets my 3rd spot. Not going to spend long on that group. Then we have Group C, which is the Asians. The Asians went up against Guatemala, which I thought was a good test for them. It's a good test. I don't think it's the best test, but if you know about youth football, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, some years, but I think El Salvador are falling off. So some years you will get them really competing, but this time around, I don't think they are competing at that level. So for me, 80, they played. I think 80 in the Caribbean region of teams, I think 80 is the best natural footballing team, like the best educated football team, the best physical, the best every damn thing. I think 80 is that. They still never had enough challenges for me to give them that high rating, so I can't push them up to 4th, 5th. But I think 80 comes into around the 6th spot. The 6th spot I would give 80. The 6th spot I would give 80. I thought that they moved the ball well, especially when Guatemala was trying to come back in the game. The ability the ability that they had when they control the play and close down Guatemala, because Guatemala trying to launch an next resurgent later on, because it was 2-1, and if they can get themselves back in the game, they could go through. And the intelligence from them, it just make me proud, because these people don't get as much support in the world if you know about history and Haiti. You understand me? And the fact that they're so good at being so hard at fighting, and not just fighting dunsely. I think you can recognize what I'm saying. You know, it doesn't just look like you're lacking the football in education. It looks like they have the football in education. So Haiti, love them, man. Love them, man. Love them, man. I love them. So Haiti, top quality, but I can't put them more than 6 at the moment, because you have other teams that are very good and are very much difficulties. Beerback said, JD, when Jamaica won the under-14 championship, I told you watch out for them. Yes, you did say that, and I had no pushback on it, to be honest, because I had said I only want to see them play professional football with sensible teams, because I thought that the Caribbean only teams are pretty much garbage, in my opinion. You understand me? No, it's a pen. It's a pen. So I honestly believe that the Caribbean region is flat out terrible. Terrible. That's why Haiti doesn't have the necessary play football to be the best in the Caribbean as natural footballers. You understand me? So I honestly believe that. No disrespect to anybody else or anybody want to take it away. I don't think they spend time on educating their kids to play the best version of football. I don't even think they educate their kids none at all. I just think the kids rely on athleticism a lot more. You understand me? And I think they're failing their kids, because truly the Caribbean could compete, because they have something that most of the other region doesn't have. You understand me? So that's my problem. And I think you guys come to the conclusion now to finally understand what we were saying when you saw these Caribbean teams going up against the big teams. It has to be Jesus and a extreme athletic player, nothing else. You understand me? You can't pick out any level of education in any games Caribbean teams play if it's not 80. Sorry, but that's the only thing I see on football field when it comes on to Caribbean teams. All right, at least the Caribbean teams that are not linked with the Netherlands, and get all the players them from the Netherlands, because that is easy, because that's what they have learned and how to play football. So it's easy for them to come and replicate it. But aside from that, when a Caribbean team need to come out, take the money that FIFA give them, spend on the kids them, and teach them properly, I don't think they have done that enough. And I think this competition really exposed all of that. It exposed all of that. It exposed all of that. That's what I have learned from this competition. You know, we need to spend. We need to spend money on. We need to spend money on these kids, and really develop them as better footballers. Stop taking the kids their money and go and party and do whatever you want to do with it. I'm talking the federations around the Caribbean. These teams are terrible football teams. Terrible football teams. All right, terrible. You need to spend money on youth them education. Yes, education. Period. All right, period. All right. Yes, so anyways, that is 80. Big up to 80. Big up to 80. They really put things together. Then we have Costa Rica. Costa Rica, as I've said, Costa Rica and Puerto Rico was in this group. That's the reason why I rated Costa Rica so highly, because I thought that Puerto Rico would have beaten almost all of the other teams them in the competition. You understand me? They would have beaten all the other teams in the competition if they were in a next group. So Puerto Rico really got a bad draw. Puerto Rico is a very good team, and in the last game they had to play defensive football, because I thought that Costa Rica was that superior. I actually thought that Costa Rica showed the most in this competition. Period. They won 2 games, drew 1. They scored 35 goals. Puerto Rico scored 15 behind them, and the final game came out to be a draw because really and truly Puerto Rico wanted to try and stop them from scoring the whole game and then try to give themselves a chance in the latter stages. But Puerto Rico can transition football properly and they know all of the basics of football. So Puerto Rico, to me, Concacaf did them a dirty because if they had put them in any other group, aside from this, maybe they would have tried the weaker side because I still think that Mexico would have beaten them. USA would have fought because I'm going to get to USA now. I'm going to get to USA. All right? I'm going to get to USA. So USA might would have fought to beat them. You understand me? But it wouldn't be easy. I think USA would have struggled to actually beat them. You know, and maybe they might have the extra edge to get it over USA. All right. So I put Costa Rica as my number 1. All right. So far I have Costa Rica number 1, Mexico number 2, Panama number 3. That's what I have right there on my qualifiers. Yes. And United States time now. United States. All right. Let me go through the comments first before I go to USA. All right. Bro, where are you from? Puerto Rico, a youth football, yes, and obviously they have the luxury to get players from United States, so it's easy for them. That's why I don't give these teams so much high praises, because I know that they're getting it from the already elite grown-up academies with football education. So when they just come in pinging balls and looking very good, I like them, but I can't give them that extra super respect because I know that they did not develop these players on their own. Most of these players got developed in America, which Puerto Rico is pretty much America itself, so it's easier for them to get there. That's why I don't put them in the Jamaica bracket, the Trinidad bracket, the Haiti bracket. I don't put them with those type of countries because I know that they have the advantage over all of those countries. You understand me? Yes. And they did look good. I thought that they got a bad draw. And I think most people would agree with me on the bad draw from them. All right? Good day, Owen, guys. As you come in, remember to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Everybody I go around Barbados. But hold on, brother. Have you listened to my video? Didn't I come here and give Barbados a lot of credit? I said that. Wait until the video finishes. Then you can go back to the part where we talk about Mexico. We gave Barbados a lot of credit. We said Barbados pushed Mexico the best, but they weren't in the league of Mexico. It's just the truth. You understand me? But they were better than Trinidad. And what that says about Trinidad is really failing and really terrible at football at this point. You understand me? Yes. So we did talk about Barbados and gave them their credit. But remember, we can't spend the whole day on them. So United States got the 4th spot, United States got the 4th spot, right? They got the 4th spot, But I'm struggling to give United. I think United States looked very comfortable in the last 2 games. Is it that Damrep is so good? Is it that if Damrep was in the other groups then? Because I start to believe that if Damrep was in almost every other group, they beat everyone, maybe bar Costa Rica and Mexico. Because the way they dealt with United States, you swore it was Damrep being United States and United States being Damrep. You understand me? Yes, people go and watch that game. That was a good game of football. Very good game of football. Big up myself another scratch off. I thought that, you know what? I shouldn't just rank winners, because if I rank winners, people, if I rank everybody, I can tell you that Damrep might be higher than people that qualified. 4 or 5 teams that qualified. I think I can put Damrep up against them. What say you guys? Because I think people Damrep looks good. And next time when I'm doing a ranking, I'm going to use every team. Regardless of the position that they finished, because some of the groups are way easier than some. So I should have used every team's performances. And to be honest, people, God, Damrep should be on our ranking, people, man. Come on, man. Damrep better than a lot of teams, blood. Yes, man. People, I'm very sorry, but I'm impressed with Damrep. Damrep is solid not to be in on this list, brother, because we're only doing winners, people. That is unfair because Damrep is so good. Jesus. Sorry, Damrep, but I appreciate your football that you're playing. Dominating one of the best teams in this region on almost every metric. Almost every metric. Let me give you the numbers, people, because you might think I'm overhyping Damrep. Damrep put United States to the sword. They put United States to the sword. Makes no sense. So Damrep. All right, so let me try and find the Damrep game. Damrep USA game. Where it is. Damrep USA. All right, Damrep USA. Let me give you some numbers here. Jesus Christ. I know that most of you guys, especially the Jamaican audience, don't really watch other games, you know. Not everyone, you know, but most of the Jamaican audience don't watch other games, so they truly don't know how good these teams are. You know, so sometimes they fight with me just because they're uneducated on the subject that I'm talking on. Nothing else. But I would ask them to really go back and check these teams. So in this game, Damrep had 41.8% possession, 42. All right, to 58. So United States did have the better possession. Right, and then in the attack area, Damrep had 20 shots to 11 from United States, 6 on target to 3, 9 blocks to 1. This is United States. They have like this, you know, people. United States have like this. All right. Obviously, in the end part, they had a red card. United States had a red card. But really and truly, that was like 10, 12 minutes. Just like Jamaica. Jamaica red card was slightly maybe longer too as well because the extra time was extremely long. I think extra time for Jamaica was over 6 minutes. So maybe. But similar case. And believe me, from start to finish, Damrep was on top of United States. You understand me? So to be honest, if I had the luxury to pick my top 8 that have everyone in it, I am very sorry, people. You guys would have beaten me, but you know that I have the balls to say the truth, and I have the numbers to back it. So you guys would have destroyed me, but you see, with facts, you can't destroy me. Big yourself, Triple E. Thanks for being here. Beer back. Massive respect. Chorus said USA got away with goal. Yes, man. But the chorus, none of them not watching these games. And that's why they talk like this and talk a bunch of foolishness. All right? Yes. So United States catch the lucky fourth spot. Lucky fourth spot. And the reason why I had to give them it because Damrep was so damn good. All right? Really good at football. Really, really good at football. Then we had Cuba. Cuba was okay. I don't believe that El Salvador was really good this trip around. So Cuba will get my 8th spot. Cuba was one of the teams and that Damrep is better than Cuba. Damrep is better than Cuba. Yeah. So I think Damrep kind of got thrown off different from the grouping. So Cuba gets my 8th spot because I'm only ranking the winners, you know, people. The qualifiers, you know. So Cuba get my 8th spot. Get my 8th spot. Yeah. All right. Yes, and then we have 2 spots to go, people. Number 7 and number 5, all right? Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done it like that because no, I did not. So I have number 5 spot. I have number 7 spot left free, all right? Raheem Sterling and Mason Greenwood to Jamaica will make Jamaica really great and dangerous. Well, I am hoping that... Boy, JD, I love your honesty, but me a wagonist for Jamaica. Well, James Jackson, I think I love that honesty from you. JD, just turning in. I changed my mind. I rewatched the game. Jamaica is better than Canada. All right, then. Well, tell you what. You're going to drop down with this list because I've done my list right here. And believe me, that war that you going to start with me the other day, I thought that you're going to listen to the coach after me. And I thought you're coming to tell me sorry. Because the coach literally tell you out of his own mouth. So I guess you never listen to the coach. Or you don't believe nothing now. You're just going to believe your brain cell. You're going to believe your brain cell with no information. All right? After you guys beat me here, you know, and the coach spoke after, I told you what the coach would have said, you know. And the coach went on and said the same thing as what I told you he's going to say. All right? I told you what the coach was going to say. The coach said it. And you don't come back here and tell me sorry. You saw like funny. All of you guys beat me. Said I was blind. And the coach said the exact thing that I told you that coach is going to say. I want to tell him about my football dons. When you tell me that I'm a football dunce and when you can't see where me I come from, when you need to understand when you have a national damn treasure and don't realize it. You understand me? My eyeballs ain't normal blood. You know why? Because I don't see color or I don't see location. I'm an honest speaker. That's the problem. That's the sole problem why I'm just better than you guys eyeballs. No, I didn't hear. Go and listen to the coach and come back. All right? Yes. Madness here, chat. So anyways, though, it is two spots. Two spots. And I should have just put Haiti in it as well with Jamaica and Honduras, and we try to fill out the spots then, because I don't believe that Jamaica was better than Honduras, and I don't believe that Jamaica was better than Haiti either. I actually think that Honduras passes the ball better than both Jamaica and Haiti. I would say 80 because Jamaica doesn't pass football. So we have to say 80. Now, Honduras passed the ball better than 80. Listen, I'm not going to put 80 at 5, at 6, because I think that 80 was actually better than Jamaica. I think 80 was better than Jamaica. So they need to be in the pool with Jamaica. I can't just give Jamaica a fake spot, a fake position, because I don't think Jamaica... I think the difficulty of the team make Jamaica gets more points, but the performances of Jamaica wasn't better than Haiti or Honduras. But the difficulty, I think Jamaica had the most difficult one. So that's why I'm split between Jamaica 5, 6, or 7. We know that Cuba is 8. Cuba is the worst qualifier. I think so. Cuba is the worst qualifier. Well, Nitro, we're doing 8 groups, Nitro. So we never say we are doing one video here, Nitro. So maybe you can check back when you are doing an Arsenal conversation or a less brain cell talking. You only come in this one when you have to watch every game and talk football. This is the football one. I said tomorrow will be the one of you can just talk all madness. All right? Yes. So anyways, for me, the only reason why I'm giving Jamaica high marks, only reason, people, is solely based off because they beat Canada. I'm very sorry, people. That's the only, because I have the rules of the difficulty, that's the only reason why I can give Jamaica the nod. You know? Yes, Nitro, they top their group, but all the other people that we're talking about top their group as well, Nitro. It's called football games. Right across the tournament, it says Concacaf. Congratulations to everybody. So why are you here talking about Jamaica only? Blood, relax the man. Be fair, the man. Let me reason logical. Let them see that Jamaica can be logical, honest, and just talk football. All right? Come on. All right? Yes. So anyways, let me read out the top 4 so far. Costa Rica got first. Mexico got second. Panama got third. All right? And United States got fourth. So we are working out, and then Cuba got 8. Cuba was solid, but they weren't in the top 5 or the 7. I thought that Cuba was just decent. All right. Now we're fighting out the top 5 to 7 position. So give me some rational reasoning for the top 5, the 5th to 7th position. All right. Canada ranked higher than them. So yes, that's what James. That's what I said. That's what I said. The rule would have favored Jamaica, blood, but it's got Jamaica, Honduras, and Haiti. I'm telling you, the blood. I think that both of the teams are better than Jamaica in the blood. But you guys scam me. You guys said I have to go with the rule. All right. The rule is obviously the difficulty of the opponent, and you got over the opponent, because I can't talk about what Jamaica did to get over the opponent, because that would be nothing at all. More than just kick the ball 70 times to the big striker. You understand me? Richard Green said, JD, may I remind you, Jamaica scored 18 goals and conceded. Costa Rica scored 35 goals. Richard Green. Costa Rica scored 30. You want me to give you all the numbers for all the other teams then? You want me to give you all the other numbers for all the other teams then? Because clearly you didn't watch the competition. So let me give you all the numbers for all the other teams then. All right? And even the teams then that Jamaica fighting with. All right, you're so like funny. You don't know the other results, you know, but you just want me to put Jamaica at number one when the other teams them score more. People, Richard Green never know that Costa Rica scored 35 goals. So let me be honest, no, man. That you see, oh, this is why these videos are so hard to make, you know, because they can't be honest. They don't watch the other teams, you know. Just pull up the Concacaf things and look at numbers then, the man. All right. So we're gonna give them. I am going to be forced to give people. That's why we are here. JD does this for a living. He watch the games. Yeah, but let them know, JD, because Asian media are happy to see Caribbeans make. Yeah, man, we love that a lot of Caribbeans make it. We just want we to be more competitive. You understand me? I just don't like this. We're hugging people. Even I was so disappointed with Jamaica, especially when Canada went down to 10 players. I was so disappointed because that was the point. That was the point that I said, all right, then no, you couldn't play football against them with 11 players. That is fair. Because they are a superior team than you. They are better training than you. They are better every damn thing than you. So it's all right. But when they went down to 10 players, I still see these Canadians that they are disrespecting Jamaica. They are showing no respect. They're just passing through Jamaica just the same. So the fact that we couldn't even hold the ball when we had 11 against 10, it brought me to my conclusion that, brother, anybody tell me that Jamaica is better than Canada? Brother, you're a madman. You are mad. You are not well. You are losing your brain cell. If you tell, you guys beat me the other night and I watched the game 3 times because I wanted to see what you guys think. People, even coaches tell me that they are disappointed. Coaches in Jamaica tell me that they are disappointed with the tactics that Jamaica went with. They said their players can pass football, and that was not a good indicator of their players. Because they know, they call me. They called me, you know, after seeing my video, you know. I said, no, their players, it's a tactics that the coach wanted because their players can pass football, and sent me the video. I have so much knowledge of these players when I came off the stream. Because the guys them sent me their videos of their players and everything and said, JD, their players can pass football. So I heard you beating them, but the players them can actually pass football. It's the instruction given to them. You understand me? Yes. So I got more education. Maybe I wrongly went into it. Never really knew in the players them, but it gave you an honest review of what I'm seeing on the field, you know. And I was passionate. People, when I got up, you know, my underpants wet, you know, people. I have never. No, I did that stream 2 times. It's cold. It's cold outside, and my underpants wet when I finished the Jamaica game. I didn't peep it myself, people. So don't think dumb thing. I was sweating. Go back on the video. People, go back on the video. I was sweating blood. I was sweating. So after Canada went down to 10, man, Jamaica scored a goal. Just saying. I know, Richard Green, that's a problem. Richard Green. I was, yes, but I'm telling you, Richard Green, the problem is, Richard, you're stuck in just the hype of things. I am a rational human being that pride myself on analytics, so I have to talk on that. So me and you will never be on the same page. You just glad for something. I have to deliver what is to the people. Like what took place, I have to say it. I have to say congratulations to Jamaica. You did it the best way possible. Great. But I still want more from my team. I still want more from my team because I know it could be better. So I went and do my investigation. So let me give you my answer, what I came up with. And I said the people for the players, them tell me that they can pass football. And it's the attitude and the tactics from Jamaica was the problem, blood. That's all I'm saying. So I like the players them, and I gave the players them credit, but I never gave the management any credit, blood. All right, I never gave the money, so I was right. I was right in my criticism of the coaches them, and say that they shouldn't get any statue. This is garbage football. They are not teaching the kids them anything. So Jamaica gets the 5th spot, keep Haiti at the 6th, and then Honduras take the 7th position. So Honduras take the 7th position. So when I'm here talking, people, please listen to me good, because I think a lot of times you guys misunderstood what I've said. I always gave the kids credit. I love the two center backs them. I love the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is incredible. And the big striker, it wasn't his best game. It wasn't his best game. But I still thought that him being up there did everything towards the style of play that they wanted. They tried to give him the ball 72 times. The center backs, them touch the ball like 30 times combined, aside from when they are doing tacklings. And the forward, they're trying to give him it 72 times in out of it, their 100 odd touches that they had on the field. They tried to give him 70 times, 70 plus times. So the only option was to get it to the forward player. That's it. Just to get it to the forward player. That is not tactics, people. That is just my fling some players somewhere and say just do anything and then go there and do them thing. So that's why I wanted to give the credit to the players them only. I don't think I am giving no JFF no credit and no coaching staff no credit. I'm very sorry. And even when I heard him spoke after, I knew that he never taught them nothing at all. When he said, oh yeah, we just do what we have to do, you know, we're defending. Okay. Apache said, JD, please invite Richard Green on the phone so his argument can make better sense. No, man. Yeah, Richard can call anytime he wants. Apache, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. So my list is Costa Rica takes first spot. I thought that Puerto Rico is very good and is a rising team. Look out for them in the U20s. Mexico takes second spot. I think Mexico is genuinely the best team in the competition by a mile, but they never had the personnel to bring that out of them. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. They never had the personnel to bring it out of them. So that's why Mexico couldn't show the levels that they have. All right. They had a weak-ass Trinidad team that they could put 62-year-old players and play against. Barbados did push them, but they still never really go up to the right level. They never really gave them that extra. So they couldn't do enough. They wanted 80 in their group. They wanted 80, somebody that's going to bring it for them, you know? JD, clearly you are more knowledgeable than most of us. Yeah, I know, but we can be on the same part, Richard Green. We can be on the same part because every time I speak, I provide to you where we can get the information from. And I know that you read a lot. You're different than a lot of the commenters. You know why? The other day when I heard you come up and said, Leicester got deducted points. And I just saw it when you got it. So I'm saying, wow, Richard Green, pay attention here. He doesn't just come here and just want to talk. You know, so that's why I always war with you, because I know that you're going to take the extra step to get the information. Yes, so Panama gets my third spot. I think Panama development is fantastic. Every year they're amongst the qualifiers, and rightfully so. From youth 17s to national program, Panama is just amongst the best in the Concacaf region. And some would say that is clearly because they have more money out of all of the other people around them, the smaller nations. No, I don't think he meant that sarcastic, Triple E, because me and him were enough. Me and him were for years. Yes, so Panama gets the third spot. United States dropped way down to fourth. Remember, United States was up to first, United States was up to first. They dropped down to fourth. I think their reaction time in their fitness, the reaction time in that improved by their fitness level. They weren't as fit, as overly fit, because what United States naturally does with you is to be overly fit. You see, like when they went to the World Cup in 2022, they were one of the fittest nations with the Koreans. Them United States naturally outrun you. Outpace you. That's why they batter Jamaica always. They beat Jamaica every time. They play them at all level, every single time, at everything. Because Jamaica pride themselves at athleticism, but they could have always matched Jamaica's athleticism and surpassed them with stamina, and they are more educated than Jamaican footballers, always. So that's why United States is always a tough team for Jamaica to play, because they nullify what Jamaica is good at. Pretty much only, which is athleticism. That's it. They cancel that out and then whitewash them with football education every single time. But this time, I don't think they came with the level of fitness. And Damrep is a way more technical team that has good enough athleticism and quality footballers. And that's why United States look so average against them. Very, very much at the average. You understand me? So I love what I'm seeing here. I love what I'm seeing here. And a lot of teams need to step up. So I would say that Jamaica need to step up big time. Honduras let themselves down. Honduras normally dominant at this level. So Honduras need to step up as well. And pretty much that. So Jamaica, Honduras. Even though, let me give Jamaica credit. Because when Jamaica came in, they were ranked 11th. They were ranked 11th. But where I'm saying Jamaica should step up is just on the football education, or just being educated on the football field. I think I want more. I want to see something, not just big wild running up and down and no format to nothing at all. And all three of the games, there were no format to nothing at all. The guys are just playing off their natural ability. Imagine if they were playing off a proper coach. I know you guys are going to say, but when we get the big coach, they never played like that. Not true at all. Not true. And at youth levels, Jamaica rarely get proper coaches. So stop the foolishness. At youth levels, Jamaica rarely get proper coaches, because it's always preserved for a local man to coach. So stop that. You have not tried it enough. Because I promise you, if you give someone a true opportunity, no man, I have water here. If you give someone a true opportunity with the kids, let them pick their players, and of the time, I can tell you these players are going to be better. If you look at the players, them play their individual football, because I got the clips, I saw the players them myself, and they are better players than what I saw displayed on that front. JD, USA beats Jamaica at everything, every time. JD, you cannot be serious. Dan Youth, what are we talking about here? You just like to spin narratives. What are people? Educate Dan Youth, because Dan Youth, he likes to find a way to fight. And don't listen well. What are we talking about? I think we're talking about football here, right? Are we not talking about football here? People, are we not talking about football here? I just want to know if it's not football I'm talking about. And all I said is because Jamaica is just good at athleticism and nothing else. The USA is always the kryptonite for Jamaica. They dominate Jamaica at all levels, every single time, in every single level of football. That is a fact. That cannot be disputed. That's a fact. It's very few times in history Jamaica beat the United States. Very few times. You literally can count on your hands, Dan Youth. That's a fact. And the reason for that is not because United States is better than Mexico. It's because United States can match Jamaica on physicality. So what they use is their education above them. That's the difference. Listen to me, please, when I'm speaking. I was very clear. Go in history, from youth 15 up to youth 17,000. You can count on your fingernail in history over the last 100 years. Jamaica win against United States. You can count on your finger. So you need to stop, Dan Youth. It is not nobody fighting against nothing. I just give you facts. Maybe I sound a certain way, but I have to get it across to you, Dan Youth. So you hear what I'm saying. And I'm showing you why we can be better. Because if we can adapt that side that United States used to beat us over the years, then we can start beat the other teams and that United States beats a lot, Dan Youth. I am on your side. You're just not listening to me. And let me learn before you comment. Because I had said that I am looking for progression. All right? USA is supposed to dominate Jamaica. They have better. No. Earl, I am okay with that. But I'm explaining to them that's why Jamaica will do better against Mexico. Because Mexico don't really rely so much against speed. So if they can't control the ball against Jamaica, I think Jamaica have a good chance of scoring on Mexico than United States, because Robinson can run down Cephas down the wing. Robinson can run down Leon Bailey and run past them as well. So am I lying? Am I lying, people? Because these things took place, So you see the difference that I'm talking about? Whilst what Mexico would have done, Mexico would have used retention and positioning to get themselves in the position. You understand me? So that's what we're talking about. See, you see the difference now with football in education? So one doesn't have the athleticism as the other, which is Mexico. So they are going to use positioning. So they will have to get there before Cephas and the others before, so they can be effective. Well, while United States doesn't have to, because United States can go put a higher line, then run down Cephas and take the ball from him, then run down Liam Bailey and take the ball from him, because they have Robinson and those guys that are very fast. Them very fast. While Mexico doesn't pride themselves on that. So please, when I'm talking, I know what I'm saying is facts. I know what I'm saying is facts. Mexico has a better record against Jamaica. Most Jamaicans are afraid of Mexico. Yep, and the domination of the ball. But once it comes to the higher level, you saw. Remember, most of those ones that you're talking about are the one that they gave us 6-love and them stuff there. The World Cup time, 1998. Yes, that is true. They gave us 6-1 and them stuff. So I remember, so Mexico is dominant in football a longer time, and Jamaica. I don't think United States play Jamaica as much as Mexico. You understand me? Yes. So maybe that's what sways it. But if you had to watch us against United States at all levels, I'm talking from youth 17s to nationals, you saw what I'm saying. Oh, Jamaica can nullify Jamaica. The difference is when Jamaica can't zone. When Jamaica can't zone Mexico just dominate the game early. It's impossible for Jamaica to win the game when Jamaica can't zone or close down any Mexican team. That's the difference, because they are so dominant at possession football. You understand me? But I'm telling you, United States is more dominant always against Jamaica, because every Jamaica format comes with only athleticism. Earl, you understand me? I was just arguing what Jamaica's strengths are and why certain teams fear are very good with them. All right. Let me give you a game, Earl, because we like to go in history, because that's how we learn. Go back and watch Dominica versus Jamaica. In the men's football. That is a game perfectly explained to you, that we only play with physicality and just raw athleticism. Dominica could have matched our athleticism and at the time, and the game turned into a dogfight, and Dominica is no level team with Jamaica at all. That game, I think it was Bowser, Dixon, Cephas played up front, so it is exactly what we want, the speed and everything. You understand me? That's what we wanted to see. Go back and watch that game, and you see what I'm talking about. Once the athleticism matches each other, the game that you're going to get after is ridiculous. So it's up, and if we had implement something aside from those two things, that's what will always take us above those teams. But every one of those teams that can match the athleticism, it's a dogfight. So that's why, for me, I am not comfortable with just, we win a game and we score more. But the next team, we have to rely on Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, when they involve in the games, you have to rely on those things. For them have to miss 55 chances. Pretty much don't put the ball in the goal for us to win the games when the teams are better. And that's why I came to the conclusion that I don't even believe that Canada was just better than Jamaica. They were far better than Jamaica at football, blood. At football. That's what I said tonight. And I watched the game 3 times to come and war with people like Dan Youth and Jamaican Youth Travel, Youth Journey, or Youth Travel, or Youth Plane, or whatever name. I am coming back, and I'm confidently saying so as well. Because if Jamaica could have played football like Canada, I am strongly believing that we could have beat Mexico, or we could go to the World Cup and challenge, because you know what? We would have had the athleticism with the ability as Canada, and I think we could go up against England. I don't want to sound like Demo here, but we could have gone up against England. We could have gone up against not Spain, you know? I saw us dominate Dominica, but they gave us an unexpected fight on the co-pastor. All right, Earl say he saw the game different. But Earl, you don't, Earl, Jamaica had more opportunities in the game, yes. I think similar around, I know, no, I think 1 to 2 big in terms of big chances different. So if it's 4 big chances for Jamaica, 2 for Damrip, Dominica, and 2 of their big chances maybe wouldn't have counted because they never took the shot as well, especially the boy over the left-hand side. But that's a game that you need to look at, and you hear what I'm saying, because I'm talking about the matching physicality and what we have for after. And I'm trying to show that it's coaching, especially inside Jamaica. It's a coaching stopping that from evolving. And Mr. Butler and those guys that telling people that we have to just do what we're good at. We just need to run on football field. No, that is a limitation. That's a limitation. You understand me? Canada United was better than Jamaica. Yes. I came back again. And I'm standing even stronger in your face this time. All right? Yes. And if that was the case, Dan Youth, I am picking Jamaica to win the entire World Cup U17s. If they were good at football as Canada, with their athleticism, I am picking them to win the World Cup. Remember, I said that I would be picking them to win in the World Cup. Maybe if our next team knock out Spain and knock out the extreme technical teams. And maybe, no, the African teams, they ain't as good. Nigeria, not as good at U17s this year. So, yes, yeah. I would pick them to win the entire U17s. But no, someone asked me the question earlier. Someone, JD, did Jamaica do anything good? Of course, simple youth. So I am giving you pros and cons at the same time. But the problem is you're just registering only the bad side of what I'm saying. That's it, Because I told you what Jamaica is good at, athleticism. So what we need to improve on now is to get a better coach. This Jamaica U17 can win the World Cup. I never said they can win the World Cup. Or you're telling me that? Let me know. I never said they can win the World Cup. I never said that. I said if they add... Yes, Earl, they have as much gifted youths. But they have the same problem as Jamaica, Earl. And that's how when they go to the World Cup, they get embarrassed. Because most of the teams that does well in the World Cup are the technical teams, them. Earl, and I think you can agree with that. You know why? You saw me covering them always. Youths every week, every World Cup I've watched. Nigeria, Ghana to some extent, but Nigeria is the perfect example to match with Jamaica because Ghana doesn't make it always. Nigeria makes it always, and I cover them always. And I am telling you, every time Nigeria beat up every team in Africa, Earl. Every team in Africa. I watch Nigeria. Go on my channel, Wemaxit people. You saw Nigeria give everyone 10 and 15 and 5 and 6 and 25. When they come to the World Cup and people started to pass football, they start to pass football. After that, they're done. They're done. They're trying to impose their physicality and can't work. Because after, when the ball start moving for 30 minutes and they can't touch it, their levels drain down to the ground. You see 70 minutes, 30 minutes in the Canada game and 70 minutes in the Canada game, Jamaicans are on the ground looking for Jesus Christ because the football was moving. Canada is not the elite passing team. So imagine a better passing team, passing the ball, and you can't get it and you're running for 90 minutes, for 60 minutes, you're going to get 10 love. And you can't do nothing about it because you never got taught to do something about it. Believe me, people, that's why I want more to be to the game. You understand me? Because I've seen it with Nigeria and those teams. All right? And believe me, when it come on to speed and strength and physicality, goddamn, Jamaica ain't blessed like Nigeria blood. All right? They are just natural gifted footballers. Yes. What he said now, let me clarify. I am saying that Jamaica can win the World Cup. Dan Youth, I don't think Jamaica can win the World Cup. Dan Youth, I don't think that. Jesus have to be in the goal for Jamaica to win the World Cup. Dan Youth. All right? Yes. I'm very sorry, Dan Youth. You have to play too much games, and too much of those technical teams are going to be in the Jamaica's group because most of them qualified. And Jamaica have to go through too much Jesus Christ moments for Jamaica to win the World Cup blood. Stop putting that on the kids. I just want them to work hard and try to make some clubs find them so they can go into programs that will elevate them to get them a career. Yeah, get them a career. You understand me? For me, I'm not gonna sell that narrative. I've watched too much youth football, and it's gonna be tough than youth. I'm not gonna come out and be delusional like you. I think you're just trying to look more Jamaican audience. I don't need Jamaican audience. I want honest people. Always remember that. On YouTube, I never come here to get Jamaican audience. I come here to get honest people that we can have honest conversation with. All right? Because in life, I say, if you don't face the truth, you have nothing to improve. Because if you tell yourself that you're great, what is there to improve? So if you're going to be here telling the kids them lies, what are there for them to improve, than youth? You know, say that you're a part of our problem. You know, say that you're a part of your problem. Look at this. He said the Canadian U17 was trash. So if the Canadian U17s was trash, big boss, you know, see why people love me? You know, see why people love me? Because me actually add substance for people to get better. Because I will never come here and tell people lie. I will tell, I want to see my Jamaican people better. I want to see my Jamaican people a better version of themselves. I don't afraid of people being better than me. I want to see them be better than me. All right? So if you said Canada was trash, and Canada have 4 times the entries as Jamaica, 4 times the amount of ball possession as Jamaica, and the Jamaica goalkeeper and the centre backs were pretty much clearly the man of the match. No, Wizard, we're just having a reason here. I'm trying, because the more of us have the same attitude and try to help our kids, that's how we're going to get better. So I am always going to come off like the preachy character, but tell you what, this is who I am as an individual. This is the reality that I'm living. An honest person that would like to see my people better. So I'm going to provide what I know to my people, even if they don't want it. I'm not going to come here trying to join groupie. I don't join WhatsApp group. I don't jump on WhatsApp call. And I don't even involve with too much Jamaican people directly. Straight up. You understand me? I am just giving it straight what I learn. You understand me? If you want to refuse it, no problem. But you're going to be a part of the problem why your kid don't be better. Because you're lying to your kid. You understand me? Yes, you're lying to your kid. Because even when the coach come out and say, yeah, we have to do what it takes, you know, we have to defend Canada garbage team. What kind of reasoning that? What kind of reasoning that? Even the coach will come out and say, in pretty much, he doubted the kids then, because I think the kids them could have done better. But him himself come out and I say, this is the way he had to win the game. So if this is the way, listen to the logic, the person that is preparing for the next team said that this is the only way he could have played. And then Jamaica finished with 27% possession and got dominated off the park. All they did was just they created a opportunity and scored from 1. The next 2 was actually Canada's fault, but you never watched the game and you never detailed the game. You're just celebrating and bragging. 1 was the number 5 and the wing back, pretty much ball watching, and Lyle came in and just took the ball because nobody wanted the ball. If they had cleared that ball, Lyle wouldn't even touch the ball, blood. You know, far Lyle from the ball, he just gambled that both of them would have been loosey with the ball, and he got the ball. That's an error from Canada. That was not anything Jamaica created. Then the next ball that number 12 fired in from offline, then our big striker Kelvin Brown control it and pass it off to Lyle, and then Lyle whipped it across. That's how the goal scored. Dan Youth. I watched the game, write down everything. I talk football, blood. All right. So if that team is a trash team, the coach said that this is the only way he could have done it. What it make our team then? That means it explains what I was saying then. But you keep on not wanting to agree with what I'm saying, Dan Youth. You understand me? So, Dan Youth, you have troubles. You have troubles. It's either or either, you know. It's either Canada really good, that elevates Jamaica, right? That elevates Jamaica, right? Or Canada is trash, but they dominated Jamaica on the day. So if they are trash and still dominated Jamaica, they resort to 12, 10%, 5%, 20% possession and barely can touch the ball, even with 10 players. What it make Jamaica then, blood? You understand me? You see a reason don't have any logic, blood. So sometimes you need to give your opponent them credit so you can take the credit for yourself too as well. Yeah, people, I need to become a pastor. You know what? I'm going to come to Jamaica and build a church. Because I need to become a pastor. Because I need to counsel some of you guys, blood. Some of you guys reason don't make... Yeah, I need to counsel the youth. You know? Kirk, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. I need to become a pastor and just come there and beat sense, you know, people like Dan you said. Because he just up... This is a sore... This is just ego, you know, beating him. He can't give the opponent credit. When not realizing if you give the opponent credit, you can take more credit for yourself. You know? JD, relax. Jamaica approach to this game was strategic based on the standings. Jesus Christ. All right, big boss. Well, that's not what the coach said. That's not what the coach said. That's not what the coach said. And that's not what the players, them coaches says as well. So nobody said it. Only you alone. And your ego beat you than you. Let go your ego. And then reality will find you. Let go your ego. Than youth and reality will find you. All right? Or you need me to come and be a pastor in Jamaica. All right? I'm not going to come and rob anybody money. That's not my intention. I am here solely to educate people. That's it. We are happy with the fact that our TDS program is working and our young players will join the African and Concacaf youth who will work up scouting expo. Yes, Earl, but I want to see them put a better display out there because nobody's scouting nobody that's not doing anything on the field. Earl, that is my problem. You understand me? JD, you're sending up my blood pressure. Jesus Christ. Earl, nobody scouting, nobody that's not doing anything. So kick a football, nobody will want that. But the players are better players. So that's why I came to the conclusion to say, yeah, blood, we might need to change. We might need to change this because now it's a showcasing of players. So that's why you guys should have agreed with me, said that, yo, we can't go with this coach blood. We need to find a coach that will actually do something with these players to showcase something good. So why you guys fought me on that? But you guys are saying the same thing. It's going to be an opportunity to expose players. So you don't want the players to look the best version of themselves? Now that's why I was saying that we can't continue with this coach. And you guys beat me. You see, I'm telling you. You see, sometimes you don't listen to me, you know. When they try to fight me first, you know. But you agree with what I'm saying. What have I want? No. Africans, I'm just here beating. Better is subjective. The youth played to their strengths and follow an excellent game plan by the coach. Good God, Earl. All right, yeah, better is subjective. Yes, better is subjective. So based on what I value footballers, they were the way better team. Yes. All right, Earl, it's okay. That will finish the argument right here. They have enough time to improve on what they have. So I hope that they will do the right thing. Yes, it's just me beating on the villain on my breakdown one. Tomorrow, I will talk on a more complete Jamaica-only subject. This one was merely the Concacaf. Yes. So we have come to the end. People, if you're from the Concacaf region, this is how I have to fight with my own people. Because they are always never wanting to listen to what the reality is. They always want to tell me that it is something else, even when the paper telling you that it's this. Only when it goes in Jamaica's favor directly, they say the paper is right. But once the paper doesn't say Jamaica is ahead, they will never agree. So Concacaf people, that's what you know about the Jamaican audience. Blessings, my brother. Just here listening to Pastor JD. Yes, Pastor JD, because I have to be beating these guys, with information, Yes. JD, how do you rate the brown against? I love the two center backs. Them, I love the goalkeeper. I said that live. I love the center back, the goalkeeper. The midfielders were okay. In particular in this match, I don't think I even though Lyle and Noel and them They were trying their thing and they eventually got the numbers in the end. I was not impressed with them at all in this game. Now, who I was impressed with was the two center backs them and the goalkeeper, you know? Because without those two guys, Jamaica get maybe 10. 10-2, 10-3. No, I think it would have been even 10-1 because Jamaica wouldn't have been attacking if those center backs wasn't as good. You understand me? So 10-1, the game would have finished. You understand me? So for me, I was more impressed with those two center backs, you know, man. And the goalkeeper, and I'm not going to change my mind. I watched the game 3 times and I came to the same conclusion. I am impressed with the center backs and the goalkeeper. I thought the goalkeeper was impressive. I saw that he made a top bin claim in the Aruba game. And I was saying, let me see more of this guy before I overrate him. But in the Canada game, I gave him full respect. I think he marshals the moments very well. Yes, I would like to see him back in the U20s team, and I'm hopefully that he keeps in the World Cup. I think he needs to be in the World Cup for Jamaica to have any chance in any game. This kid has to be here. He's good at spatial awareness, which is imperative towards quality football. All right? Yes, Earl. That's what I'm saying. So for me, and that's what I came to. For me, you know? No, Richard Green. I never said the number 7 and Nolan wasn't good and the big striker wasn't good. But I said who I'm most impressed with. Richard Green. The people that is the owner, the coach and the people for number 7, you know, are people that I'm cool with, you know. But I have to say the truth, Richard Green. I think that the two center backs them were more impressive and the goalkeeper because you guys wouldn't have nothing to brag on. You would have had nothing to brag on without that goalkeeper and those two center back blood. You agree? Even Earl would agree with that. Without those two quality center backs and the goalkeeper, you wouldn't have nothing to brag on because Jamaica never created that amount of goals to score as to what these guys stopped. So if they stop more than 7 to 10 goals and you scored 3 goals, you have to give the guys them credit. So I am more impressed with them. So why you can't bully me to say I have to be impressed with the number? You know what? We always pick the flair player to be impressed with. Oh, Whisper can dribble past 60 man. Kaim Dixon can dribble past 60 man. But we can't rate Blake. We can't rate Damian Lowe. Brother, we have to look at the football game, man, you know? So the goalie, for me, the goalie was the man of the match for me, 1000%. When Jamaica dropped down in the 70 minutes, he was the one that took extra time off the clock. When Jamaica dropped down in the 38 minutes, he was the one that took time off the clock. You understand me? And he made the saves them. And he puts confidence in his center backs them to make, all right, oh, people, let me give you, because I forgot to give you the numbers that I had, that I wanted to give you, people. So thanks that I'm here. I want to give you so you can know. All right, so here are these numbers, people. Here are these numbers. And that's why I know what I was saying was accurate. Here are these numbers, people. Here are these numbers. Here are these numbers. Here are these numbers, people. Here are these numbers. Why I said the center backs them has to be my players of the match. All right, here are these numbers, people. Here, defensive numbers, because attacking numbers we know that Canada dominated in. The defensive numbers. 19 tackles. 12 came from the deeper line for Jamaica. 12 of the tackles them came from the deeper line. 50 clearances. Canada had 12 clearances. Let me write that down. Listen to this. Jamaica had 50 clearances. It's 90 minutes of a football game. Jamaica had 50 clearances. Half of the, 75% of those clearances came from the actual center backs them. 50 clearances and 75% of it came from the center backs them. All right? So put the saves from the goalkeeper, and the claims from the goalkeeper, and also all of those clearances. You see what I'm talking about? But you guys, obviously, we know that the hype and the people will follow only the goal scorer. But if you watch the game honestly and look what took place in the game, yes. And let me make sure to show you. See it here, people. 50 I'm hoping that you're seeing it. 50 actual clearances to 12. And as I saw, 19 tackles to 16. All right, so hope you're seeing it, people. 50. All right, so when I'm here telling you that I am impressed with the center backs, them, they did an immaculate job, and without them being on that form, I am not sure if you come off with the victory. I think it's a valid point. It's a valid point for me to stand on. You understand me? I maybe people not looking at those numbers, and I have the luxury to look at it, so maybe that's why I came to it. But I never looked at it when I was live, and I came to the same conclusion live. So when I got the numbers now, that shows me that my points were very valid, and you guys were just in your emotions. You understand? You guys were in your emotions and not really looking at the football as myself, and wanted to come and tell me that I don't know football, and I came to defend myself to show you how much I know about football. All right, so those are my 3 impressive players. Number 7 was very good in the spells them that he had on the ball, because Jamaica never had much spells on the ball, so he had to feed off whatever he got, and he was very solid. I like him. I wouldn't, and let me clear up my point, because someone came under my video. Oh, the guy scored and you never wanted to start him. If you had listened to what I said, I literally said I would have started him or Nolan, because I wanted a 5-man midfield and I wanted 2 work arses behind them. So sometimes you need to listen, because I knew that Canada would have dominated the ball and only Jesus Christ would have helped Jamaica. I knew that was the case. I wouldn't have gone with that approach. I would have fought for more possession, and maybe I would have created more chances, because I might would have won more ball. So that was my take. So when people say, oh, the guy that you never wanted to start, he scored. Well, the guy that I picked to start over him, which is Nolan, they gave him the best player of the tournament. So I don't understand. You understand me? So that means I was solid in what I was seeing. I was solid on, because he got the best player of the tournament, which I am not 100% sure, but I have to do some more research on that as well. But I thought he was solid at linking up with the big guy. So I wanted him to do the job above the number 7. So and that's what, the man them tribal over every damn thing in a man. So when I'm not picking up for Jamaica, when I'm not picking up for a player, they beat me for everything. The numbers said Canada was going to beat us. Millions of dollars invested with regular camps in Europe. Our coaches were brilliant. All right, Earl. Not even Jesus could have helped Canada. All right. All I'm saying is, I'm just clearing up all points, City is punishing Leicester 4-0 at the minute. All right, thank you, Chorus, on that one. That is the ladies, right? That's the ladies. Danu to war. All right, so Danu, we have come to some understanding on some points, right? And I was supporting those points from day one. I only come with more strength in my back to tell you that I was right when I saw it live. All right, yes. So people, this is a good one. Love it. I love it, and I like when we have engaging audience that watch the thing. All right, yes. I'm going to watch it. I just put it up while you're talking on the computer here. Remember, I have the screens in here. Yes. So Dan Youth, we have no problem, man. But at least that we give back to our people. I don't like the fact that we want to lie to our people and keep our people dumb. I always want to give back what I have in my head to my people to make them better versions of themselves. You understand me? Always remember that's my understanding. That's what some people say I'm preachy, but that's my understanding. That's what I always on the internet for. I have no other reason to be on the internet. I'm not desperate for any money. You understand me? I'm not on the internet for that. What I learn when I look at things, I just give my take on it. That's just me. Simple. You get me? I will just disappear and don't turn up until some game day. I'm not going to come up every mix-up and I'm here every mix-up and I'm in every group and every drama. Nah, that's not me, blood. I'm a person, I'm a cerebral person that sits down and spend time with my own self. You understand me? And have my own thoughts and apply what knowledge I have to something and come with something so we can chop up something. So if you never saw it, at least you got an opportunity to see it. So come out of that spell and talk about, oh, that man hate Jamaica, oh, that man this. Brother, nothing of that is true. If you listen objectively. You understand me? Yes. And maybe all the people that I work with listen objectively, and some of them share the same sentiments, and they're in Jamaica. Always remember that. All right? Yes. Cartzilla said, I hope these Youth 17 youths are in local clubs so them get the benefits from transfers. Oh, so you want the money to go back in? Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Development is a long-term thing, and most do not think in that context. The qualification satisfies the moment. The future of these kids is never really considered, hence disagreeing. Yeah, okay. You're saying that they just don't see from my standpoint based on the way I think, because I'm thinking from a footballing standpoint and I'm looking for the betterment of the kids. And all of these people only look for bragging rights. I kind of figured that, Andre, from day one. That it's the ego of men or the ego of these people different from me, because I am really out there for the kids them, and sad that I'm seeing that the kids them have to play like this, and I wanted them to showcase them talent, so that means they could get a contract. You understand me? Some of them can't get any contract especially when they are from local and nobody seeing them, after this. To that level. Some is in Toronto and places, so they will get more exposure. But for the other lower ones, them not going to get that amount of exposure. So we need to give them the best platform for them to showcase on. Not just desperation to win a cap in the JFF and then you can brag and say that you need a higher position in the JFF. Yes, you have to do right after kids them. And that was my point from day one. So, well said, Andre. At least you have some cerebral minds in the chat, at least my chat. And I'm loving what I saw today. People, definitely challenge, but at least people thinks, yeah. The future looks bright. Andre, Jamaica has a better development program for the youths. It is showing. I don't really agree with that, Earl. I don't really agree with that, Maybe I'm much more knowledge on a lot of things. I think I'm Mount Pleasant is not Jamaica. Kingston Academy is not Jamaica. That's my problem. You keep on grouping every one of these individual people that spends their own money. Jamaica should be the Jamaica Football Federation that's putting things in place. Both of those entities that I spoke on spend their own money and develop players themselves. So Jamaica has nothing to do with that. These guys are bringing their players overseas on tours, which they have one coming literally next month in Europe, next by me. I will be there. I will try my best to be there as much as possible. They are doing their own development. Jamaica ain't doing no development, Earl. Stop giving them false credit. This is not. Jamaica don't deserve any credit, blood. These guys, what the JFF need to do is to take the allowance that they got from FIFA and give to these locations. JD, our biggest difference is our tedious program. Find out what it is and what takes place. All right, Earl, if you have a number, you text me and I forward all of the papers possible. And I will forward all the papers from these other guys that's not using anything for Jamaica. And the tedious program that you have, you saw how much Mount Pleasant is doing for them. Earl, I think I think all the credit should go to Mount Pleasant. Not just the tedious program, the whole program for Jamaica goes up as Mount Pleasant pretty much own Jamaica's football, Earl. So we can't talk about a program that is not fully self-sufficient, Earl. Because I am telling you, Mount Pleasant gives almost everything to every program in Jamaica football from youth 15 upwards, Earl. And I'm not asking you, I am telling you, blood. Facts. All right? So you can't just brag about the program and don't give the people them credit that's spending their money towards that same program that should have been self-sufficient and be the standard, Earl. And it is not the standard. Yes, Daniel, yes, Kingston Academy. I just talked about Kingston Academy and Mount Pleasant. I said, JD, how come nobody from Mount Pleasant or Phoenix was good enough for the national team? So the man and pick players, Earl, I prefer not speak on what I heard in the end, you know? But all I'm saying is, Earl, I know the facts, and I'm telling that Mount Pleasant is always helping Jamaica. Let me give Mount, that white man that came to Jamaica is a blessing for Jamaica, Earl. I'm not asking you, don't tell me about the TDS program or no PPP program. That man pretty much saved Jamaica football. He sent kids to school while other man want to rob Jamaica youths them and thief them from them kids. Them father and mother, you know, see a man thief Richie's son in front of our eyes, and we walk and tell people, say, but like the biggest things. You understand me? Mount Pleasant is looking to help Haiti, not Jamaica. Earl, that is disrespectful. Even the last national program game that Jamaica played, the Mount Pleasant gave them their own analysts and paid for. Yeah, listen, Earl, I'm not gonna speak things. I'm not gonna tell you. You clearly don't know all of these things. So let me not start to rant. Let me not start to rant because you're disrespecting the guy. That is disrespectful, blood. So the man I try help Haiti. Brother, yo, no, wicked. The man come and buy every player and give back clubs money, then instill rules for him kids them, and then send players from places to places, and some that said he doesn't want to sign for the club after, and they want to go back to their location, he gives them free schooling, then pay for the Jamaican national program, things. Yo, Earl, I'm very sorry, you guys don't understand loving a man, you know? You guys don't understand. Yo, Earl, I respect all of you, take them. But if you come here and talk down on Mount Pleasant, blood, because through the Asian, them betterly performing than Jamaicans in it, you're going to say the man and look out for 80 players them. The man picked the best players them from the region, and clearly 80 is much more talented at football than Jamaica. So it's easy for them to outperform the Jamaicans them. Simple as that. It is not the man's fault. The man give everybody the equal opportunity. The man I try to give everybody the equal opportunity, and most of the Jamaicans, them some turn out good, some don't, because they're in their own country. So you have 100 Jamaican while you have 13 Asian, and the 13 Asian turn out good, yes, because maybe they're just good at football, you know. And then you have 30 Jamaicans out of the 100 turn out good, and then you say, yo, the Asians are gonna get the better mint. And no, blood, that come on, Earl, man. That is just emotions, blood, man. What this man does for Jamaica, blood, we need 4 more of those people. And then we can F off from the JFF. If we get 4 or more of those people, like him, Mount Pleasant, I think Jamaica football youth programs will go further. TDS program are just a next level of corruption. That's not helping no youth in Jamaica, period. You hear what I said, Earl? Just another program for people to manipulate poor people in Jamaica. Simple as that. The most honest person in Jamaica, I would say, is Mount Pleasant boss. That's it. And Jay, my emphasis is on development and what you think is important. I would think our national team would be filled with Mount Pleasant and Phoenix by now. No, but all right, look. You hear what I just said? Look, Kingston Academy had 2 to 3 players in it, right? If this program maybe came a week later, Kingston Academy would have had those players coming to Europe, that and those European tours that they would have done. I just said that to you because I told you I'm going to be there, or I'm going to try to be there as much as possible. All right. So if Phoenix, look. What they do with Phoenix players, you need to start learn some of these things, Earl. Phoenix and the whatever program you want to call them, because I call them all frauds, because I don't think they're looking out for people. All right. So what when they take Phoenix players, they don't put up Phoenix players them as Phoenix players them. They put them up as unattached. So if I should get my exposure and my players them, and you are disrespecting me, and my players then can go on a tour and get some scouts looking at them, which should be the same case here, you know. But because you're not you're disrespecting me, say I don't have this value and I don't have that value or whatever situation. I wouldn't send my players either. I would have sent my players to the program that I have. And these guys have individual programs, and that's what I'm trying to say to you, Earl. They have individual programs that's self-sufficient. They don't need Jamaica. That's the whole thing. Most of these locations don't need Jamaica because they're actually bigger than the Jamaica football program that you're talking about. Because the Jamaica football program is nothing at all. It's the same guys, them Kingston Academy, Kingston Academy, Phoenix, Mount Pleasant had to put the competitions them on. So, Mr. Earl, where was Jamaica TDS program to put the youth 17s, youth 15s on? Answer me, and go and find out who actually put them on. And come and give these people their credit, blood. And in the end, they had to go for Kingston Academy players and other people's players. So they weren't developing nobody. You know, it's like we don't want to force something on somebody. Nah, man. They are not the best performing football thing in Jamaica, man. These guys, these academies are better performing people than them. They have more qualified people training these kids a longer time than them. You understand me? And that's why they have turned out better. And they have been selling more players than what any one of them can produce. You understand me? That's unfair to call them unattached. Yes, you saw that I just run away with Mr. Butler for how he treated Richie. Treated Richie and his son. And the rest of Jamaica, how they gave Mr. Butler a whisper from Richie. That I call a classless. No standard. If Jamaica was a better place, that wouldn't have happened. That couldn't have happened nowhere else on earth. It's in Jamaica alone. A man, because he sold a player in Leon Bailey, he can come and take a next man kid and just take him for himself and then eventually take everything for himself too as well. You understand me? So when you're talking about TDS program, they need to do better and right for the kids them. That's what they need to do. You're talking about TDS program. They need to do right for the kids them. Earl, come on, man. So give the credit to the man them that's doing right for the kids them, blood. And we got the fruits out of it because the centre back that cleared 1 million chances is actually from Kingston Academy as well. Poor excuse. Find out what the TDS program is. You are sounding clueless. All academies are welcome to our TDS program. Wow. I don't know what the TDS program is. And you see, you couldn't say what I'm saying is a lie. I am just trying to show you how much if you have a program, mandate people to go in those programs, Earl. Mandate people to go in those programs. And then you make a whole file for all players, and you can give status on those players. Until they are doing that, I won't care about you. A TDS program that have 14 to 25 players, when Jamaica have literally around 1,400 young players. That makes sense. So now you realize I know what a TDS program is. So Earl, that is a poor excuse for an actual program, because Mount Pleasant have 65 more times than that. A 65 more bigger database than that. Earl. So Earl, what you mean I don't know your program? Okay, so now you give up, you show your hand that you are a part of that program, so you just want to sell that to me, you know? You understand me? Come on, man. I am just giving credit to people that deserves it. When Jamaica TDS program reach its level and starts to honestly look at the kids them and give their best chances, then I will come out and say, yes, Jamaica Federation TDS program going to a good level now, and they have great database on all players, and they are doing right of these people, working over the over the academies. So if Kingston Academy going to Europe, they are supervising that, and not just KFC have to come on board, not just JD and Imaxit fan base have to come on board and give them sponsorship. The JFF will give them a funding because JFF cannot get those programs. So the JFF should come in and give them funding to go these places. When that starts happen, Earl, then me and you can sit down and say, yeah man, look at the TDS program going into a different direction. But until then, I can't come up and jump and go on any program. I have to stick with giving the people them credit that's doing things independently. TDS program, players are selected. They can't be mandated. It is our national youth program with regular camps and training. Look, mandated simply means, Earl, we have a database and it's based in performances, Earl. So that's why I said it's mandated. So I said, oh, bro, you have this amount of youth 15s. And because we have the center here set up, which is the ed center for the country, we want to work with you and see when you have available time to send X and Y here, so we can actually give him the database that we have or the system that we have. So when we need him to play, he can come along. That's all I'm saying, Earl. And they don't do that on a high scale. They have a fixed bunch of people and then add 2 or 3 to it occasionally, Earl. So Earl, I might not be in all WhatsApp group or nothing, Earl, but once I do talk on things, people call me and just fill in every single thing. So I know what you're talking about, but that still can't get more recognition than Mount Pleasant, Earl. Mount Pleasant is literally saving a whole country. You are just trying to make an elite bunch of kids. Well, Mount Pleasant making the kids them into the elite that you're looking for. You see the big difference? Kingston Academy making the kids them into the elite that you're looking for. So you need to go, that TDS program that you're talking about need to go lower than where they're starting from. They need to be database orientated mainly. Like Belgium, like Netherlands, because these are in all countries. But the difference is, Earl, the difference is they do everything from kids, from 7 years old. They have all of those things. Yeah, Imaxit, manners and respect. That jersey there, your sport, nice. No, it's Africans jersey. It's an African jersey and Africans channel. Yeah. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I know you want me to give the JFF every credit, but that's unfair because other people spend their money and deserve their credit on their players. You understand me, Earl? So you can't beat me. You can't beat me. Yes, you can't beat me. Your program and the JFF should control every single thing in the country. Elite Asian to sell, not Jamaicans. Okay. All right, people. I'm not gonna win with Earl. Earl think that Mount Pleasant just get elite Asians, but all of the youth, the 15-year-old that went to MLS. Where the 15-year-old went to MLS? Marlon, if you're still in the chat, the 15-year-old Jamaican that went to MLS, where he came from? Okay. So it's only through the man must sell Asian, it's only the Asians them. So Jamaicans are going at record age. The youngest from the same place. But because more Asians left, simply because more Asians excelled, the man want to blame the man and say I'm only here to sell players and make money off Jamaican. Well, Mr. Butler did do it long time. Mr. Speedy did do the same thing long time. So why the man shouldn't? And Mr. Speedy must spend no money. Mr. Speedy must spend dollar on nobody. Nobody at all. Mr. Speed mean like dog. Alright? Yes. So if the man's spending money, he should get back his money. You need the man to come and spend 100 million on people and don't get back nothing at all and then spend the next 100 million. The guy is doing incredible work. earlier, Earl, I can't believe. And you see, if it's you, Earl, if it's the same Earl, obviously the extension is not. If it's the same Earl, you are a sellout because you are part of MPA too. Or you try use them to get education. But I'm not accusing that Earl. But if it's the same one, you're ungrateful. If it's the same Earl that I'm thinking about, that was a part of their education program, he's an embarrassment. Big up yourself, Drew Fortis in the building, all right? I had to be burning out Earl because Earl don't want to give nobody else credit. It's only the TD program, the greatest thing in Jamaica. Big up Jamaican family. Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. I'm waiting on his comeback and then we are done for the day, people. Tomorrow we will rally back because we had the Leon Bailey story at Aston Villa that I never really came out with, but I will try and do more research on it. And then I have some more story on the Dixon situation as well. Because the coach from the previous club took a dig at some of the players, them Dixon included. You understand me? So we have a lot of those things to talk on, but we had to come out and give the youth 17s a real look. JD is an enemy of the state of Jamaica. Jesus Christ. I am an enemy of the state of Jamaica. The man himself is an enemy of the state of Jamaica. Because me big up the man where I do the best in Jamaica. Yo, you guys are some sellout. You guys don't like the kids them. What you like? Thank you, LM. I'm going to check it out. I need to come up with some AD programs, but I'm setting up my system on the computer as we speak. So next week, I'm going to be back on the AD programs. The man said I'm a sellout for Jamaica. Oh, my God. JD, Imaxit, can you define what Jamaica call bad mind? Bad mind is two separate ways you can look at it, But I would have to take a little time to explain that a lot more, for you. JD, why Bonisha had to deal with your Becky like that? It is what it is, Yeah. Earl, the man and beat me. Man said, JD is an enemy of the state. Of Jamaica. Enemy of the state of Jamaica. Let me type that in. 1 second, people, because they said I'm an enemy of the state. So I understand now what they do to people that helps them. Enemy of the state. Enemy of the state. Meaning. Let me get the full understanding. Obviously, I know that Jamaicans have different meanings for every single damn thing on planet Earth. But I'm going to read the meaning of that. An enemy of the state is a person or group accused of or suspected of committing serious political crimes against their country, such as treason, espionage, sabotage, or subversion. This label indicates an individual views as severe threat to the nation's security, sovereignty, or governing regime. The level people is no. Dan Youth, I know what it meant. I am reading it for you. That obviously you might make up some stories on what you thought it meant. So Dan Youth, as of this point, I want to make sure. Because at this point, Dan Youth, if you do 5% for the same Jamaica that I am a enemy of the state for, just 5%, Dan Youth. I don't know you, but I'm almost certain that you have not done 5% as myself, and honestly looking out for people, Dan Youth. You understand me? Not because I'm here honestly fighting, just because I'm here literally fighting to give a man credit that's coming to help people in our country. That the man made a thief from our own people, our own Jamaican band scrubs them, a thief and a sell you them, dunce like dog, and a man said he might bring them to go to school and become better human beings. And I'm actually here fighting for my kids them to be better human being. I become an enemy of the state. Yo, people, If you not sick, something wrong with you know. That means you don't want the regime to be the criminals them. We always are sell out with kids them and I make our kids them dunce like dog and we can't reach nowhere. And a man come and try make us reach somewhere. And because I stand for something for our people and I have the belief, I have the understanding and know what quality is. Means I am an enemy of the state. Jesus Christ, this is sickening, man. You guys don't want no help. You just want to use Jamaica all you can. I am glad that I'm in Belgium and I'm very, very okay in life. And I will stay here as long as I can. You know why? I've realized that maybe some people don't need help because they have this slave master regime in them that they have to slave someone. I want to slave in the people. All right? Because I fool the people. I'm the enemy of the state. I fool the people. So keep on slaving the people. All right? Wicked Ross. Wicked, you know? Blood. These dudes wicked, man, you know? But anyways, people, we have come to the end. I can't manage anymore. JD, I have going to bat for you on some site. Some fans are saying you are an African or Asian, not Jamaican. But Dan Youth, I've helped Jamaica every single time I have the chance. Most things I won't come here and speak. And I wish others would have actually spoken on it. You know why? Maybe it would have brought more clarity to your eyeball. Not because I am not the look, I think I have a high level of emotional intelligence. So I don't react senseless. And I think that is a big part of why you guys think that I'm not so Jamaican-y. And that is a disrespect on Jamaica. Because people are intelligent, so they act different ways. I am just a serious person that looks at things and be objective and be honest in my speaking. Because others do watch me and they expect me to keep a standard up. So not just Jamaicans watch me. So if I'm here telling lies and people saw it in the games, they're saying, oh, JD just capping for a Jamaican audience. I don't need audience. I just need to be honest. You understand me? Yes. So it's sad if you can't just see that I am a very good person and a very helpful person to Jamaica. Because I never came here and just said Jamaica is terrible. And I never brought any facts towards it. And I never brought any solution. I always brought the solution on the next side and give you the facts as well. So I'm showing you what they should be better at. You know, and then they can be, if you gain something over 10% out of the time, you might can raise it to 30%. You understand me? That's a big difference, blood. You know, so sometimes we need to take a little break, utilize our emotional intelligence a lot more so we can focus and don't just jump to bragging and stuff. And I think you can learn a lot more. I think Belgium have taught me that because I had that same behavior. Yeah, man, Jamaica is the greatest thing, the greatest that, without even actually know what I'm talking about. I just jump and say, yes, the greatest thing, greatest that. But no, I learned to analyze things and just be honest to myself, you know? And maybe that's why, so what that makes me now is a non-Jamaican type of person. So I can understand why people think I'm not Jamaican. Because maybe the Jamaican-ness came out of me. But that's a bad thing because that is telling me that my people kind of lack the emotional intelligence then. You understand me? Because that means I just always should be the braggadocious type, the over-the-top, arrogant type, overconfident with no facts type. Those are not, I don't, that would have taught me that we are the inability to learn and move forward. That is limitations, you know. That is limitations on yourself. And you're telling me that I should limit myself. And by extension, you're telling me that Jamaicans are limited, which that is not the truth because I'm a born Jamaican and I'm definitely not limited because you have the problem here. So what I would say to you, Dan Youth, evolve as a human being and come on my level. Maybe you need to come out of Jamaica to get to that level because you would have to deal with different people as I and then maybe you would have been different. So the whole point is I'm in a different region, so my attitude is different. And what I've learned maybe be a little bit different myself. So just look for a different perspective, and then you will get to my level. You understand me? I heard you said from other sites, but I am replying to you, so you can click that and give to them. Maybe they can't understand it either, and that would be a testament on them and where their levels of brain cells are. And maybe you would realize then, Dan Youth would say, then that means JD is really top tier in the man. Maybe I need to start listening to this guy and avoid these people that are pretty much bringing down Jamaica with their limitation brain. You understand me? Let we start be the difference for Jamaica now and showcase that people don't have to laugh at us and believe that we are just some gimmicks. Actually, we can analyze a game. Actually, we can go out there and perform something than the stereotype. You understand me? That's me. I am trying to do that. You get me? So, and I will never change blood. Okay? So if that makes me non-Jamaican, that tells me that maybe I'm just above what you describe a Jamaican to be. That's the truth, blood. I don't know. Maybe I'm from space. Big up. Yeah, man, I had to beat Dan Youth like the pastor again. So at this point, after this, I am going to become Dan Youth's pastor. All right. So Dan Youth, you need to, when you go all over places and you tell them that your pastor named JD. All right, Dan Youth. So people, we are baptized Dan Youth in the holy water of reality. He's gonna spaz out again, people. We're Pristine, we are baptized Dan Youth in the holy water of reality. Humble. All right, so people, we have come to the end. We wanted to finish this one off. That's what it is, indeed. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Michael. Yes. The minute you question us, Jamaican a Jamaican about certain things, we are an enemy. Well, that is called you want to stall your growth in life, and maybe that's why a lot of Jamaicans' growth it's pretty much stalled, and they have to resort to doing bad things instead of listen good, learn, and then you will gradually reach places. Well, I am one of those Jamaicans that actually listen and willing to learn. I don't know everything at all. Under my previous comment, here, man, no, you go like you know everything. I said, no, I only spoke on in this particular video what I know about. So I don't go on like I know everything, because in the same video I said I don't know everything. That's why I kept watching to learn more. But because he never had an argument to my point, he has to resort to being personal. He has to attack me personal because he can't attack the facts. Because what in me go me know everything when I have the stats on the screen? I don't need to know everything. I'm just repeating on what I saw on the screen. So go to the computer and tell him that the metrics change. It's all good, JD. I got you, my brother. Yeah, man. Yes, but Dan Youth, from this point, you know who I am. I had to be explaining myself for years here. And everybody that questioned if I'm a Jamaican or not, I saw them on the internet begging things for themselves. And all I do, I come here and give back things to Jamaica and help Jamaica and still provide more education to Jamaica. So if that's what not make you a Jamaican, I am proudly not a Jamaican. You understand me? But one thing I know, I am a better version than everybody that question who I am. You understand me? Yes. People need to stop leeching off their Jamaican heritage and stop being disrespectful to local people who are enhancing their reputation in the world. I was born in Jamaica, Earl, so that couldn't be to me. And I don't think people leached off Jamaica. People are proud of Jamaica and try to help back their people. But the problem is, don't know if you're from local, but the way you're being defensive, not knowing that I am not a overseas born person. I was just overseas for a long time. Yes. So you need to just, Earl, I think you're reacting a lot too much and not listening properly. All right? Because now you're jumping to fight a cause that no, this is a rational reasoning taking place here. The man said people question where I'm from, right? Question where I'm from. I explained myself and people gave their input on it. I explained myself and who I am. And say, if that's what make you a non-Jamaican, then I'm not. But I'm going to proudly be that person. So I think, Earl, you're struggling to follow the reasoning today, big boss, man. You know, come on, man. You guys are going to shun away seeing people that can really help Jamaica by just in the behavior blood. All right? Nobody said anything bad. All right? What are your thoughts on the New Jersey? Fire, fire, fire. I saw Casey Palmer. It was not put towards you. It was just, yeah, but remember, everyone here, some of us here are born Jamaicans. Some of us are from overseas born, but I never got the feeling that anybody here is just using Jamaica, Earl. If I come here and say that Jamaica wants something, Earl, I promise you, I have done multiple donations here, Earl. And if I get $2, I think I got $20 in history from cataract. Out of around 10 million, I have risen over 3 years in several different outings. Or not 10 million, but put it around 4.5 million. And everybody from overseas put their money. So I'm not going to let you get away with that thing, saying that people from overseas need to stop using Jamaican name. Brother, nobody that using a Jamaican name, brother. Nobody. All right? Nobody that using a Jamaican name. People are proud of where their family is from. No, but I am for the people, Earl. I am for the people. I bring the unity between overseas and local because I'm from Jamaica. I was born in Jamaica. Maybe, I don't know. But I know that I grew up in Jamaica, though. Maybe I came on a boat from Haiti, but I know that I was born in Jamaica blood. All right? And I'm telling you, what I see here, when donation just to happen, are all of your local Jamaican people will love brag on them are the most Jamaican people. I never saw one of them come give me $1 to donate back to Jamaica. You know what I saw them doing? I saw them in dance hall when people suffer down in St. Elizabeth. And you know what I saw? I saw people here contacting me from overseas trying to help back Jamaica. So Earl, you have a problem with people who actually come from different places in the Earl. Because you do this to the Mount Pleasant guy, you know. You do this to Kingston Academy, which is radar marker from Netherlands, you know. And now you're doing it to outside Jamaicans in the Earl. So I can stereotype, you know, Earl, because it's 3 separate arguments. You came in and go against people that is not directly born on the island, Earl. Come on, Earl. Better than that. I have nothing proved to me that local born and locally living Jamaicans are better than anybody outside. It actually proved that otherwise. It actually proved otherwise to me. In my estimation, I think that outside Jamaicans are better for Jamaica than inside Jamaicans. You know why? Every opportunity, they try to uplift Jamaica. And every opportunity in Jamaica, they try to bring down that race. Are we the one killing off everybody in Jamaica? Everybody outside that try to preach for people stop killing off people because they want to come back to Jamaica. So don't let me touch that subject, brother. Come on, man. Make us live good together. And let we not even look at that, man. Why we have to be so divisive? You know? Stop that, man. Me day you're enough. I mean, make a vote to the people from outside Jamaica. You know, because I saw them stand up when the time comes. I said I wanted 1,500 euros or 1,300, and I saw them took their money out and contribute to Jamaica. So if that is not love, I don't know what love is. All right? The fake love of Jamaicans inside Jamaica sell. Me not buy that. Because if a youth go somewhere tomorrow, them not give that youth them nothing. Because me not see that. Me see people from outside. I help the youth them. Because look, all right, look at this, people. All right, look at this, people. Look at this. Our Virgin Travis, because I was going to do a different video of this. Listen to this, people. Our virgin Travis, he said he got a managerial role in a club. In a club. He texted me, say because he called me and said, JD, you know, like where you always do, you try to help me out in the time, and all of the people on the channel help me out. But I got a manager role at Reno, and we're trying to look some jersey. Just to make the kids them can train in, and or the big people can train in, because we're trying to go back hard for it. And I said, Travis, boy, the money that you're telling me, because Travis texted me, he texted me, texted me 160,000 for the jerseys, 40 jerseys top and bottom that they wanted. 160,000. And I said, Travis, I'm going to try that, put it properly, get as much write up, and then I'm going to come on my program, because I love that he got a managerial job, and then ask people for something, Earl, just to try help out a club to develop more Jamaican kids. Why nobody couldn't just in Jamaica, since you love everybody and I develop everybody, why nobody could just help out one of the clubs, and why these clubs must starve like dog in Jamaica? Because this is not the first club I ask for that. 3 clubs contact me just by hearing me talking on the internet and ask me, oh, I can help out and stuff. And I'm trying to use what I make on YouTube and try to help back in Jamaica. Just take the whole of it and try to give back. I run programs just to try help them. So Earl, we have to be careful. We have to be careful or we run away the people that's actually helping, because they have more emotional intelligence, or they activate more emotional intelligence. They might come across like they are not the kiss asses them. And because they are not the kiss asses them, you're going to run them away and say that they are not good for Jamaica. No, sometimes what they're telling you is actually accurate, Earl. So you have to be careful, my brother. Be careful of the conclusion that we draw, because I'm telling you, some of us not going to come out and brag on these things. All right? And if you're down there, please put more help towards these clubs. Your TD program should have been helping these people, not me, blood. Not me. It should be helping these people, blood. So me being here help more people in football than you and your TD program, Earl. And that's what I was trying to say from from early to tell it to stop, because clearly you don't know who you're speaking to, and you don't know what we do here. So we have to be careful how we judge people, all right? Because I know your TV program don't do anything. Because people in the TV program, Asian in the chat, people, Danute, Asians always be in my chat because I'm an honest person, and I do cover Nigeria, Haiti, Canada. So people come from all of those locations. So don't use that to judge that I'm an Asian, all right? And so what if I'm an Asian? All right? So what if I'm an Asian? At least I'm still doing good for Jamaica, don't? I'm still doing right by Jamaica too as well. Right? So people, it's a good one, because once we can push on some knowledge to Earl will be a change man after today. After today, Earl will be a change man, because at least he can see from a different perspective. So just stop Earl. We love you, Earl. We love you just the same. We love you just the same. Big up yourself, LM. I will report on Haiti tomorrow to Monday. I'm going to start my international reporting and just leave Earl and him friends them to be the best in Jamaica by helping nobody. By helping nobody and just control everything. Everybody develop them ballers, and them TV program come in and pretend like they develop the ballers them. And people should not tell the truth. JD, find out the TDS program. You could never contribute as much as FIFA. FIFA can always put whatever they want, Earl. It's in Jamaica, and it's in an organization. I will stop right there. Boy, find out what the TDS program is. I kept slapping you with other points, and he kept trying to push back. Asian singer from Jamaica, all right. All good, JD. Nothing against Asian. I've dated Asians lady. So, boy, so see, I come hype myself. So people, going forward, I'm gonna have two little programs that I'm gonna run. Try to look some funding for two lower level to JPL teams. All right. Maybe around 2 weeks, I'm gonna run and see if we can raise some money and try donate to it. We don't have the FIFA. We don't can run to FIFA and beg like dog, like Earl them. We have to ask people and support these people. All right, because we can't see what FIFA money are due to no program in Jamaica. None at all. At least we can see that when we buy these things, the people have them. All right. Yes. So Earl can talk all he want. You sure know what I am doing in Jamaica? You're seeing it. No TDS program, no FIFA, nothing at all ever shown. The last time FIFA donated some money with the girls, them, you hear the drama. All right. What you said, Boss Thomas? Where you said leave that one alone, Boss Thomas? Let me know. Make sure we don't hear that nothing missing. You heard? All right. So now you just accuse other people. We can go off the last things that we heard. So make sure the TDS program running smooth and every transaction go through well. All right. So people, dated TNT and St. Vincent. So Dan Youth, you're jealous. Dan Youth, you're jealous. JD, thanks for your sounding alarm. Yes, man. Yeah. Pristine, we have to stand up for something because that's what they wanted to do, not to give anybody any credit. They wanted to fool people, and yesterday JFF president run out and talk about all of what they're great at. They don't do nothing, blood. Stop letting them fool people. They ain't doing nothing. Nothing at all. Because if that's what they're teaching the kids them to go out and do this foolishness, Facts. Yeah, never had a problem with the ladies. He's a show up. Always go for Jamaica food. Yeah, believe me. The TDS program is responsible for Jamaica improvement at the youth level and our recent success in collaboration with FIFA. Well, I don't believe that because I don't believe that. I know that's not true. Jamaica's recent success is responsible by academies in Jamaica. Period. Nothing else. The Trinidad has licensed them that they're giving people. We had the people in Jamaica with European license a long time ago. European pro licenses running academies. All right. So the piss poor Trinidad license that they're giving people, fooling people around, that ain't doing it, cutting it blood. Obviously, we heard that they're going to bring in Concacaf license now. And I'm begging them not to transfer Trinidad licenses to Concacaf licenses. Don't do that scam. Concacaf, don't do that scam. Because some of these people earn that license without doing the right amount of work. So make sure they have to go back through the rigorous program before they get that license, people. Don't just transfer the Trinidad ass license to Concacaf license. Let them go back and do their work. Concacaf, and I'm going to write to Concacaf and let them know. I'm going to write to Concacaf and let them know. It's not going to be transferred. I'm telling them you have some scammers that got Trinidad license by itself. Don't let it transfer because you're going to have some of these unqualified coaches getting actual licenses that can go places. Don't give them. They are scammers. Let them do what they exam. Let them do what they exam and you're going to find out that they don't know nothing at all. Don't give them. Don't upgrade the license. I'm begging you. Because when I saw it, I said, Jesus, God, the scammers them win again. God. I said, Jesus, God, the scammers them won again. They're going to get free license, qualified license in the world without even actually doing any license. And when you see the madman out here playing football, you're going to say, Jesus Christ, so that is after the fact when them already start scam 1,000 people. Please, FIFA and Concacaf, don't give them no upgraded license. These mans are not qualified. They are going to fail the kids. Let them take back over the exam. I'm going to do a shorter version video, people, because I had that story to tell you guys a long while ago. Let them do but the license. Earl, let me know if you know about that, because I'm giving the actual facts now. Let me know if you agree with the upgrade of Trinidad license to Concacaf license without doing nothing. Let me know if you agree with that. But knowing you, you're going to agree with that. You're going to agree with it because it helps Jamaican Football Federation. So you're going to agree with that. Just watch how Earl agree with that. And not saying that they should literally go back and do back the license. So now you can have the real supervision under it. Let me see what Earl says, because Earl is the one that's going against us. So let me see if Earl is going to agree with that. Why is TNT license allowed to be No, because they're changing over the program. The TNT license, remember they had fired the guy because of some other things, and they stopped the license. So because Mr. Speed and those mans have to get their next license, so some of them will just get automatic rollover. And I don't believe that should be a thing. They are getting too much favors, and I don't see it's improve. I don't see the football improving and helping the kids them. So they should not get these things. They should go onto Concacaf now and actually go to work and then real supervision. Because maybe they weren't getting the supervision that they needed by Trinidad. No, they're gonna get the right one and qualify themselves. You know. And now them are gonna get me. Oh God. But the kids they may look out for, because they might have these license and be qualified and be qualified and then claim to say that, yo, you see me qualified like Tyrone Marshall and now, you know, without actually doing anything at all. When Tyrone Marshall them go through academies, coaches, MLS games, go to school and actually got scrutinized before they got their license. And then you're gonna just get the license free. Yo, I'm telling you, football is a dodgy thing, you know, man. Yes, but that is something that's coming, people. Look out for it. Look out for it, you know. At that point, you will see educated coaches earn their license. Yes, that's why I want them to make sure they enforce that and don't just upgrade licenses, because it's not good. It's not healthy for nobody at all. It's just going to have more slave masters' sons get positions that they don't deserve and just dominate the kids them and control the kids them longer. No, we need more educated people in these rules, blood. So let them go and redo their license, or at least put them one notch above basic level, which is entry level licenses. Don't just give them a Concacaf Pro license or Concacaf A license. No, it should not be possible, Lord. All right? Me no like nobody. Our Trinidad and Jamaica license program is patterned of the curriculum of the European system and taught by European professionals, and is regulated by Concacaf. Don't believe the lies. Earl, I have the paper here. That's literally saying that the Trinidad license, they are working on something now because they want to cut it out and upgrade it straight to Concacaf. So how can you say we should not believe the lies when it's the people that's doing this telling you what will happen? Remember, licenses, Earl, is all about supervision. Supervision, Earl, it's all about that. All about that. Comes down to that. And Trinidad and Jamaica combination, I don't trust them. So that's what I'm trying to say to you, big boss. So the supervision wasn't by Europeans. You're a liar, Earl, because I have the person that supervised all of the Jamaicans them. And he's a damn Trinidad man. So that's a lie. That's a lie. I can just give you everything in my phone, big man. So don't come here and lie. I am not that gluttonous. Yes. The man that actually do Mr. Speed them is a Trinidadian person. Stop lying, blood. It's Trinidadian actually supervised Jamaican, and you don't have a Jamaican license. It's a Trinidad license, not no Jamaican license. Jamaica go there to do a partner program with them to help them out. You don't have a Jamaican license, you have a Trinidad license. All right? Yes. And it's out now. Yeah, I'm not going to fight with Earl because Earl does look like he's here to irritate me, and I should have listened to people from early on because now he went with the facts them. Earl acting. So you see what I'm talking about? He's literally acting. He's talking emotional without. I have the facts here, from the people that do the program, which is not a Jamaican program, It's only a Trinidad license, not a Jamaican license. None at all. Jamaica don't have any license. It's a Trinidad license, blood. Stop making Earl fool you. And they want to upgrade it straight to Concacaf, which is not qualified. It's a different program, Earl. Stop the lying, blood. I have the license in my phone. I have the instructor in my phone. So then, Earl is going to tell me the opposite thing. Tell me what it was based on Europeans and Europeans overseas. Earl, no, that's not true, blood. It's not true, Earl. It's not true. You're lying. I never call you out so strongly, but that is a flat out lie, blood. All right? Anybody that's feeding you with that information, they are lying. All right? Because I did put up the license. You know what? Let me go for the license. Since you want to talk. You want to talk, Earl. You want to play with me, Earl. Let me go back for the license. Let me make sure I get the markup name one. So I don't put up the markup name one. So people can see. All right? And you're going to see the instructor. Trinidad and Jamaica. Like Trinidad don't have any license. Jamaica doesn't have any license. Stop saying Jamaica license. Earl. Jamaica don't have any license. They are open to get their pro rectified by Concacaf. Trinidad and Jamaica license up to A are valid throughout Concacaf. They are open to get their pro license ratified by Concacaf. Listen to me. Jamaica don't have any license, Earl. Stop putting Jamaica in this. Jamaica don't have any license. It says that people, let me put up the license on the screen. And if you see Jamaica on it, tell me that it's Jamaica. I'm going to show you why they hate me. All right? Let me go for the license, the one that is cleared out. Jamaica don't have any license, blood. Jamaica don't have any license. Stop lying. All right? Because you said we are lying, so we're going to see who is lying. Let me look up for the license, because I did have it in this phone. Where is the license? The Marco one. So people, give me a second. I'm looking for the license, just to put it up here. Mr. Butler in his chic suit. Jesus Christ. Where's the when was the license in? No, it was after this. So let me see the license. Yes. No, we have to show the license, and Jamaica is not on it. So we're going to show him say, I lied. Yes, we have to call it out. Yeah, because we can't let behavior like this fly. Where is the license? Okay, yeah, I think the license here. I need one that marked up, man. It's on a video. I did a video with it. People. So if I can't find it now, it's in my phone here. I know. I'm going to bring the proof. All right. Okay. That's one bad thing in my phone. Jesus Christ. Two bad thing. All right. Where is the license? The man said the man keep and refer Jamaica and Trinidad license. Oh, no, just want to attach on the things on itself, the things so actually create. Jesus Christ, man. All right, where it is. Oh, no. That means I don't have it here. Jesus Christ. He got away with me not spoken in. Where my next phone? Oh, I'm on my phone. You need a producer. Why is the Trinidad coaching license the standard for the region? I don't know, I thought it wasn't the standard for the region, It's just because Jamaica never had any education. That's why they ran to there to get it done. They made a deal with them to get it done, because maybe they couldn't get the other one, the direct Concacaf one. Maybe they never had a channel for them to get it done. So Trinidad was the only one that would have worked with Jamaica. Concacaf authorized Trinidad and Jamaica to issue Concacaf license up to the B, up to the B for Jamaica and A for Trinidad. Those with those licenses are accepted throughout Concacaf. People get educated about this. All I'm saying, big man, I am trying to produce it to you. You see, you keep on rewriting your things them to try get to where you should be. 4 more comments and you will reach there, Mr. Earl. You think you talk to idiots where you gonna come on those bulldoze about Jamaica and Concacaf license, Jamaica and Trinidad license. All right, Big Boss, if you can send me back the license, if you are watching, with the scratch out one, you send it back so I can put it up. So Mr. Earl can see the license, you know, so he can stop with his bag of foolishness. All right, yes, but this one is a good one. Earl will never understand, you know, and he will never get on board. His TD program is the greatest thing. You understand? Okay. All right. So all right. I'm gonna wait 5 more minutes because someone said they are looking for the license to send it back to me. So maybe someone will run to the video and give it back to me. Oh, the TNT forgive we anything and we bigger. No, Jamaica is not bigger than TNT in football. No. That's what I think. No, Trinidad is actually bigger than Jamaica in football. To be honest, you know, they have always they had tried to enforce some things from very early. That Descar, we do my massive respect. Hope all is well with you and the family. Because remember, Trinidad had one of the high-ranked FIFA members, you know, back in the days. Obviously, I heard that he did some bad things, but Trinidad was big, you know, people. Trinidad was the standard. G-Mills, no. Jamaica was never bigger than Trinidad ever in football, ever. Trinidad was always bigger than Jamaica and always bigger than everywhere else in our region in football. Yes, Trinidad is very big blood. You know, what are you talking about, man? No, no. Trinidad was always bigger than Jamaica blood, and not just Jamaica alone. They were always involved in FIFA big time because Dan Youth, I am telling you, you're talking about on the field and them foolishness there. I'm talking about Trinidad always bigger than Jamaica and all of the other countries them in just power struggle. Because they were smarter than all the other Caribbean countries to try to get their people in big positions in FIFA and all of those places. So that's how Jack Warner and those guys came about. So that's why when they have their licenses and stuff, they ask for things that Jamaica and those places never. Yeah, they got good position as well. But Trinidad always got positions that nobody has got because when we were fighting for the money, Trinidad them wanted more power. Just listen to me good now, Dan. I'm teaching about the history, man. That's why they ended up with license. And that's why they ended up with license. No, Dan, they were smarter. They were smarter because we wanted the money alone, Dan Youth. We wanted the money alone. And they got power. And then still eventually got more money in the long run. So which one of them smarter, Dan Youth? We take the money and we still have to ask them for license 20 years later. And they got the money and still got the licenses and still got the power. You understand me? So which one of them look at them? They took the smarter deal than you. They took, in my opinion, if you want to say Jamaica and other countries them bigger than Trinidad, they took the bigger deal. So why is it now? Trinidad had oil money, brother. FIFA gave them more things, brother. Daniel, why does I understand that your ego hurt when I said that they were smarter? I'm not disrespecting our ability to be smart. I'm just saying we took the money, we took the 4 years money, the 5 million at that time, and they took more. They asked for more. Okay, yes. All right, so let me save this. All right, I got it, people. I got it. Concacaf with Europe UEFA support ensures mutual recognition of qualification like the D, C, B, and A licenses, enhancing coaching quality and mobility across the region. That's the one that just came out, Earl. And they're trying to upgrade instant. Jack Warner was a con man. All right. The man them get more out of FIFA than Jamaica and all the other country. And that is smarter. That is smarter, in my opinion. All right. So, people, this is the license. This is the license. This is the license you're seeing here. on the screen. It says nothing of Jamaica. It says Trinidad flat out license. And this is a Jamaican, I think it's a Jamaican received this license. It never said Jamaica on it. All right. So there it's a mutual conversation within Trinidad, but it's still it remains a Trinidad license. It remains a Trinidad license. Jamaica just working through them because Jamaica only could have gotten a deal with them. And that's just the truth. All right? Yes. So when Earl tried to mix it to say Jamaica and Trinidad license, that's not true, blood. It's still a Trinidad license, you know? So give them their flowers where we can give them. All right? Yes. But people want to beat me for the whole day, you know, man. When they have me the whole day on here, I still have to run up. I have what until 1 o'clock to work. So I have 3 hours to rocket pace, people. But that means I'm not gonna come on tomorrow then. I can't come on tomorrow. You understand me? I'm gonna take back that time to put back in the work, you know? Me nah give nothing. It was a bidding war. Trinidad had more money to make deals with FIFA. Nothing to do with smart. Oh God. So if they earn more over the time when Jamaica only could have depended on getting the 5 million only 4 years, and they earn 75 times what Jamaica had, I thought that is smarter, Big Boss, because we should have the money somewhere, way, shape, or form. We just maybe never wanted to invest it. That is two different things. You can't say a next country never had the money. You know, TNT was always had good players. Yeah, I think people don't look at TNT's history, you know. Maybe the biggest baller ever come from a region. Dwight York come from a region, yeah. TNT comes from, you know. I think Dwight York is the biggest baller come from a region. Right. Pablo One Chop what came in, he was good. Dwight York was bigger. Kenwin George came from Trinidad as well. Right? No, yeah, Belgrade. That's at 80. Then you have Leon Bailey, you have Bibi Gardner, you have Fuller. But Dwight York is bigger than everybody. Dwight York is the biggest baller ever come from a region. Dwight York bigger than Bibi Gardner, bigger than Leon Bailey, bigger than Ricardo Fuller, bigger than everybody. John Barnes played for England. So even though he was born in Jamaica, or he's from Jamaica, I think he was born in Jamaica. From what I know, I need to research that, but I think he was born in Jamaica. Russell Lapati was no joke as well. But Dwight York is the most successful Caribbean footballer ever. I think so. I think so. We even as Jamaican, let me just start the truth for once, man. Yo, we just make up some stories and John Barnes was good as Dwight York. Yes, that is true. But he never played for Jamaica, bro. Lindy De La Pena was good. De La Pena was good, but De La Pena was not better than Dwight York, blood. De La Pena was very good. I think De La Pena might be Jamaica's best baller. Yes, John Barnes born Jamaican, but we can't. Raheem Sterling born Jamaican and left when he was 4. So Raheem Sterling should be qualified just if you're using that status. Raheem Sterling should be in it just the same as John Barnes. And Raheem Sterling win more. I think Raheem Sterling might win more trophies than John Barnes, right? Because Liverpool won a lot here, but City won a lot in a man. And Raheem Sterling won anything with Liverpool? Let me check Raheem Sterling. Guys, we're gonna spend more time. You know? The man said no matter. He's still Jamaican. We'll take anything to beat the Trinidad. Oh my God. Raheem Sterling. Let me see Raheem Sterling. And I'm gonna check John Barnes. Because I think what Raheem Sterling actually won more than John Barnes, you know, people. I think Raheem Sterling won more trophies than John Barnes, you know. Let me check it, people. 1 second. Because Raheem Sterling won a lot at City, you know, man. Raheem Sterling 1-4-1-5. Jesus Christ. Raheem Sterling won a lot of trophies. All right, so people are going to check both of them. 5, 6, 11, 12. All right. Oh, I'm going down here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What am I talking about? 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Any more here? So 12 he got. 12 he got in his City's career. 12 trophies. Damn. 12. So let me get John Barnes. Because Liverpool was solid, but yeah, Liverpool won a lot in those days. So Liverpool won a lot in those days. So John Barnes 2-4-6-3-1. So I think that's 9-1. Let me check it down here to make sure. All right, so let me check it down here to make sure. And then we're gonna go to York. Sterling one more, but Barnes had a greater impact. Okay, so no matter what Sterling won. All right, so Barnes 2-4-6-7-10. So 10 Barnes won a lot as well. Let me see. So 10, but Raheem Sterling beat him. Dwight York. Man, you was winning things, you know, man. Man, you was winning things. All right. None of that as can compete with these ballers. Dwight York, not as a manager, as a player. All right. So as a player, let me see what York won. Okay, York are 2. No, okay. Let me go down here. 2. Yeah, he won a good amount at Man U, but not as much as what I thought. All right. So 1, 2, 5. We're okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11 trophy Dwight York wins as well. He won a lot, man. Okay. So people, Dwight York have his trophies, them, man. He has 11 he won. He has his trophies, them. So him and Raheem Sterling on the same amount. York a keeper that no count. Plus English teams were banned from Europe during Barnes' time. Okay, so you said that Barnes should be higher rated than Sterling, which is fair, because really and truly the Manchester City team was bigger than his team, to be honest. You know, because what Manchester City team is a super world team. You know, we have to give York arguably the best from the region, but Jamaica still produce more football stars than Trinidad. All right, you know what, people, I've realized that we can't give nobody else credit. Jamaica created the greatest things then, but I just said, in my opinion, I think Dwight York is the best player to produce from a country and he represented that country. Let me put that well said then. He represented that country. All right, can we Jamaicans actually agree on that? Can we agree on that? I'm begging you, please. Can we agree on that? I the man said argument done. All right. I'm not. Oh my God. All right, people. When you take time on yourself, I got to run because I need to finish the work at the computer. I'm telling you, I need to blood. I need to. I'm a keeper. It no count. Do I take a keeper? You see the man just put the right numbers above you. Yeah, but Jamaica has more top Jamaican barn ballers. Nitro, I did agree to that. Look how easy I can agree to what you're saying. So why you can't just admit the next side? All right, people. We did 2 hours 30 minutes. I think that's enough, blood. I am tired. Smash the like button, share, and subscribe. This one is a beautiful one. We did our countdown. We beat Earl very bad in this one. And show him that, yeah, he's not sticking to the reality realm. All right, so love you, people. And don't let them tell you that you're not Jamaican. Always remember that. Not because you behave different. You understand me? Don't let them bad up, all right? Yes, Suriname, Jamaica, Jesus Christ. Yeah, people, I am not starting any more war. Jamaica has deepest athletic talent pool in the world outside of USA. Jesus Christ, you know, brother, I don't do athletics. I don't know. I know that Jamaica is very good at athletics for real. For real. It's so easy. I can admit to things that I think is close to the truth. I can admit to that. But the problem is, once you have to admit about a next country, it's like it cannot come out of the mouth or in the fingernails. So that is my problem. When people can't see the problem that I have with you know. I can just honestly admit the Jamaica side, but I can admit the other side for the people as well. So that means people can listen to me because they know that I'm not biased. You see it? G Mills, Dan Youth, they cannot just not use TNT. It's gonna be war. All right, you know what? All right, but this started from a Trinidad license, so I should have used a space. Well, Jamaica next time need to get the license from space, and then I can use space. Because you remember, conversation starts from one to the other blood, and I try to put them out. All right, yeah, man. So take care of yourself, people. And just know that comparing Suriname to Jamaica is like comparing Volkswagen to Ferrari. Dan Youth, if you're talking about history, players can play for Suriname and Jamaica. It is actually comparing a Volkswagen to Ferrari, but it's not the side that you actually thought. Jamaica doesn't have the level of quality players ever created from Suriname lineage to Jamaica lineage. Stop it, blood. Remember, all of Netherlands footballers are pretty much Surinamese in the blood. Are you on drugs, blood? Some of the biggest footballers in history can play for Suriname, brother. What are you talking about, blood? If Suriname makes their all-time team, that might be the best football team ever put together. Stop it, blood. Jamaica cannot compare with that, blood. Stop. Don't lie to yourself. Are you on drugs? That's Joe, what is wrong with you? See, I will agree with everything where you talk about, you know. We're not talking about all around athletes. We're talking about damn football history, legacy. All right? When you talk about Suriname and football talent, Jesus Christ, blood. How we brother, Suriname maybe one of the deep in our region. Suriname have the most footballers ever played football. The toppest footballers. If we want to use the same story, we got Raheem Sterling and all of them man in. Suriname lost everybody. Everybody, including Mexico, America, everywhere. I think Suriname can fit an all-time team that nobody can beat in our region. Everybody might get 6 love. Everybody might get 6 love. Everybody will get 6 love if Suriname put their all-time team of players that could have played for Suriname. And America does the same, Jamaica does the same. Everybody gets 6 love. 1,000%. I'm telling you that 1,000%. I am back in that blood because I know the Suriname history. Netherlands has been to more World Cup finals than England. Yes, so people we love hype up ourselves, but at some point we give people credit. Yes, we and Suriname are in the same league when it comes on to football. None at all. You know, like I'm talking about historically, people. Historically, we're talking about. So don't come here and think that I'm talking about present. I'm talking about historical, the players, and we are talking about history for Jamaica as well. You understand me? Yes, no. I had to get mad just a while ago because I don't know what Dan Youth to talk about. You understand me? I don't know what Dan Youth to talk about, blood. All right? So people, when you take on yourself, me I gotta run off because you're not gonna mad me. You're not gonna mad me. All right? We're talking about Caribbean. All right, you know what? Are you start war with Suriname, you know? Are you start war with Suriname and talk about Suriname Volkswagen and we are Ferrari. And I just brought up some history and said, brother Jesus, God, stop this madness. When it comes on to football, football heritage, the level of players that could have played for Suriname and comes through Suriname, it don't even make no sense to put Jamaica in that same conversation. You would have to go for United States and Mexico, and they still can't compare with Suriname. You understand me? It's not possible because some of the biggest footballers of all time actually comes from Suriname lineage. Of all time, like not just play football. Some of the greatest footballers on earth came from Suriname lineage. So that's all I'm going to say to you, blood. So please, let me win one battle. Let me win one battle because I know you can't win that battle. So let me educate you. JD, you failed geography in school. How can I feel something that you initiated? you initiated an argument and stated to me, Suriname a Volkswagen and we a Ferrari. But I failed something in school. Why I never said they fail in school from day one and never brought up the conversation? You're here, you're a manipulator. That's your problem. You manipulated an argument, and when you realize that you manufactured an argument, and when they caught with the argument, I know where the geographical location is for Suriname. I know that. But you brought up the argument. And all I did is give you the history of Suriname and said you must be on the seriousness drugs that exist to man. LSD. You understand me? So you're seeing something different. Because when you come on history, I don't think nobody can compare with Suriname. That's all I'm going to say. You understand me? And then you start bring up all geographical location. Yes. So big up yourself, Dan Youth, G-Mills, Nitro in the building. This one is a good one. Lee Young in the building. Walnut Host, how you doing, my massive respect? Earl Thomas, is Jamaica reach World Cup 2026? Yeah, for the youth 17. We don't know for the man team as yet. How many World Cup have Suriname qualified for? Jesus Christ, I'm done with it. Dan Youth switch arguments. I don't think Dan Youth ever stood on an argument for 2 seconds. He just makes up a big story to continue. Dan Youth, I did 2.5 hours. This is one of the longest videos I've done in a long time. You know? Yes, so we have to go, Dan Youth. The facts remain, Dan Youth. When it comes on to football, heritage, most the black footballer in EPL are Jamaicans. Facts by blood. Brother, you know that black people never invented in Jamaica. Black people never invented in Jamaica, you know. G-Mills. And you realize that Jamaica comes from somewhere. Jamaica comes from black Jamaicans come from somewhere, G-Mills. And that place that Jamaica comes from, Jamaica have 3 million people and they have 200 million people. So more likely, it would come from that place, G-Mills, instead of Jamaica, G-Mills. So let me teach you about the world. So G-Mills, stop. G-Mills say every black player in the EPL come from Jamaica. Brother, Jamaica came from Africa. So, and they have a population 100 times bigger than Jamaica. So what are the honest mathematical equation you think is going to work out? More of them will be from not Jamaica and Africa blood. All right. Yeah, this one was funny because at least we are debunking some of the madness and overhyping and the delusional takes them, but at least we did it in good fun, you know. Yeah, this one is good. This is good fun. We come to understanding, and I love it. You know, I love it. So people need to take care of themselves. As Lee Young said, he wants me to do a video praising the Jamaica Reggae Boys, but I did all of my video was praising Reggae Boys the first game, you know. And Jamaica DNA is super special. Jesus. These guys are going to break me. They are going to break me. They are going to break me. I have just explained something to people. Before we go, do you believe that Jamaica DNA is super special than anywhere else? Like, do you believe that? Because in my soul, I don't believe that. I've gone to enough places to know that human beings are just human beings, you know. But yes, Leon, I know. No, J Mills, I know you are going to believe that. Well, any sane human being won't believe it. All right, we will know that we are all human beings specialized in different things based on how our genetical makeups are. That's it. That's what it is. Just our genetical makeups and different geographical locations, because we're human beings and we're designed for each locations that we're from. So if you see a person with higher color, which is equate to less melanin, it simply means they are much more designed for colder region. If you see people that are darker, they are much more designed for warmer region. So the genetics make up than anybody else solely on one place. I think it's a farce and just a make-up story for your ego. You understand me? Yes, because the world is designed, the people on earth is designed to survive in the location that they were born in. That's it. And all species on earth is designed to survive in the location that they are in. They were born in. That's all it is, G-Mills. That's all it is, G-Mills. And that is a scientific fact. So I don't know what he slept on. Because G-Mills, I don't know what he slept on. I don't think he believed what I said just a while ago, which is a fact, which is a fact, but I am not going to argue it with him. Ja Entertainment said, different breed of humans Jamaica produce. All right, you know what? That might be factual too as well, I don't know what to tell you. I can't fight today anymore. I don't have any more strength. I will just leave it alone, people. All right? Maxit said, Jamaica DNA is the first DNA ever to create. All right. Yeah, man. All right. All right. And JD, we need to make Jamaica great again. I had my series. I'm going to come back with the series. Then that's the last point. This is the official last point. I'm going to come back with the Jamaica Great Again series. But one of the persons that pick up for Jamaica in everything, which is Jason Guna, he said, but Jamaica wasn't great before. In football, he's talking. I don't know if he meant it general, but I thought it was a football conversation, so I'm not going to lie on him. And he said Jamaica wasn't great before, and all of you guys said it. So I built a program for 3 years saying that I'm going to make Jamaica great again. I think I've been saying this Jamaica great again thing, but you guys said Trump did it before me. But I've been doing it for like 3 seasons now, in which I bought the latest FIFA. I have the FIFA here. 1 second. I have the FIFA here. I bought the FIFA, I bought the FIFA with intention. See here? I bought the FIFA 26 and the NBA 26. I bought them with the intention to do the game, to make the Jamaica Great Again thing. But I have not gotten any time to play it as yet. And I'm not going to just turn it on like what I've always done. And then you guys criticize me to say that I can't play. You understand me? So I want to get at least a good amount of time. A good amount of time on the game, and then I will be back fully. The level of ignorance is absolute. But tell you what, you would know that the ignorance is there, if I never got it out of some of them, And JD, I thought you were leaving. Yes, I am leaving, but I want to explain to them that I'm going to come and make Jamaica great again. So don't worry yourself. I have the FIFA 26 here. I bought it like 2 months now. I'm yet to play it. Just give me 2 chances. I don't know when that's going to be, but it's going to be within this month. 2 chances, and then I'm going to suit up and be back to me. You guys want me to glaze Jamaica? I will glaze Jamaica in this game. I have done it always. You can look at those previous videos. I did it. So Jamaica will be great in the game. All right? Yeah. So take care, people. Bye-bye.